you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me, yeah. When I fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. When I fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. When I fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. When I fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. When I fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. When I fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. When I fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, give your boy like 3 minutes. I'm having some technical difficulties behind the scene. They not letting me. I don't know what the hell's going on with you. We're still gonna do the show. Just give me like 2 minutes though. I'm here though. All right, just give me like 2 minutes. This shit, they got this new version of YouTube now, and it's crazy. It has nothing. Just give me 1 second. I'm here though. Yeah, well, hit the like button, tweet it out.
Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. When I fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment. Vibe out when we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Wanna fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Wanna fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Wanna fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Wanna fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Wanna fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Wanna fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Wanna fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Wanna fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Are you sleeping? Can I call you? Is it too late? Will I get through? Tryna find another way that I can find you. This is nothing we can't fight through. Cause we're stuck in the moment, vibe out while we smoking, yeah. I keep it 100. You're beautiful like the ocean, yeah. Don't wanna change you, so I hope you don't wanna change me. Wanna fix your circumstances, life came like a stampede.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. YouTube, you do videos. If you don't, we do content. YouTube has a new way. They're always changing, and I don't. I say don't use. I've been stopped using Google Hangouts or broadcasting from YouTube's own proprietary software. I use Streamlabs. But I don't, bro. This shit is so crazy, man. Like I don't even understand this here. This thing here is set up, man. But hold, give me 1 second. I'm about to hop in the room with the guys. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let me see here. Go back to the studio. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me see. Go live. I'm already live, but hold on 1 second. Like, this shit is bananas. Let me see. Am I on the classic one? That should be live street. Hold on, let me find you guys. Hold on, here we go right here. Let me see monetization. All right. All right. Okay. All right. I might be good now. But as you guys come in, you'd be so kind as to hit the like button. Hit the like button. We're going to have some fun here today. As always, I got to cast the characters. And listen, I'm going to try to do my best to moderate this thing here. You know what I mean? I ain't going to be doing all that screaming over each other and all that weird shit. You know what I mean? We ain't doing that today. That's what we ain't going to do. You know what I mean? Screaming over each other, acting all crazy. We ain't going to be doing that. Hold on 1 second. Let me hop in here now. Bring this up. Bam. Yeah, it's been...
Go ahead.
Oh, yo, we live. Post, yeah, somebody there. I need you guys to get the
What are we doing here?
get the
Yeah, I'm getting the show up now. I don't know if anybody else has it up. But...
No, Neff, post. Anybody here? What they want to
Post and mute is he's
Yeah,
you
I
know.
don't know where Neff is.
Somebody get the
Yeah, I'm
chat.
here. I'm here. I got
there
you.
you go.
All right, there you go.
Yo, what's
Start a
good,
clean
people? It's your boy Post Up with the close up. You're gonna have a very clean show today. Shout out to Bob Pound Max.
Yeah, for sure.
Post likes. I will not finish that name. Trey Max. Quincy Sarias, or if that's how you pronounce your name. Brandon Bryce. King Videli, I gotta holler at you, but you gotta put me up on something. Ain't none of your business. Ain't none of your business. What's up? SS Dan Vegeta, Javon, who always shows up. One
My dude.
typical, like Tino, Antoine Trimble, Flippin', Rocket, Billy, Red, Cadillac.
Oh man.
That sound like some 50 or 60, you know?
Yeah.
Marcus Moore. I swear we got the most creative names in
Yeah.
YouTube, man. Mega Davo,
Shout out to him.
GMA Bit or Gambit. We got who else? AP, the shooter, DEFCON 5. He is always saving America. Corey Massey. We got Demon Lurk King. We got Mario Heat. We got who else? Underscore 22. And we have, let me keep on going. Got those. Marcus Moore. I got those. Doggy Fizzle. 1, 2, 4, 5. For Shizzle, my nizzle with the Elso, Elso. Got King Kwan. We got the Velvet Lulu. We got a King, that was just a funny name. A King Osby. We got God Thriller. We got Dragon Amrock. We got Miss Fee. We got Many Loco from 4 Loco. We got Eon 8, Gotta Be a Legend. We got, let me see here, 9 Lives, 210, who always shows up. ACO 7, who always shows up, who is a known pony lover. And then we got, what's that? Hutchnum Red. And then we got, somebody picked this up. My mother is calling right now. So I'm going to have to pause right there.
Hold on, where we at? Yeah, what's the last name you stopped at? Let me get my damn show. Hold up, because I'm on the screen behind you guys. 1 second. All right, let me put this in live. Let me see. ASO7, Marcus Moore, Miss Fee, Manny Loco, none of your business. What's up, baby girl? Corey Massey, Eon 8, gotta be a legend. What's up, boy? Get up with me. Demon Lurking 33. Shout out to you. As I'm shouting you out, you guys hit the like button for me, man. Corey Massey, 9 Lives. What's good? Mario Heat, Beverly Loon. Shout out to you. Dog Starker, Trey Mac, Fat and Cracking, aka John Zell. What's up with you, brother? Always rocking out. Jersey Goes, what's good, boy? Mago Davo. What's up? We got here. We got R, some abbreviation. Yo, Xbox up, fuck nigga. That's what's up. Alright. What's that? Huntsman Redwood, shout out to you. Rudy Perez, shout out to you. Mario Heat, Blackbeard was good, boy. The finest, what's up? Uh, Ovaldo, Brown Records, shout out to you. Marcus Moore, I got you ready. Doggy Fizzle. Ethan, what's that? Ethan, somebody shot back. Ethan Haller Brooks, Cold Blooded Cincy was good, boy. My man from Russia. Frank Wright, King Blue, Vaughn, what's up? Daniel Jack, Trey Mack, Brandon, Courtney, Marion Heat. I think I got all you guys. Brandon Corbin. Like I said, as I shout you guys out, you be so kind. It's the finest. I got you to hit the like button. We're gonna have a little fun here today. Let me bring up the actual live show in its entirety.
Hey Parker, I had to mute you, so just your TV's on in the background. Yeah, turn that down. Anyway,
hold on. Let me get here. Your channel. One second. I'm coming right now. I was looking at it from the wrong screen. Like as I shouted you guys out again, right? You be so kind is to hit the like button, tweet it out. We only got motherfucking. I need to put this on Twitter my damn self. Hit the like button.
Yeah.
Let's get this thing here popping. Got some fun here today. Y'all want to have a show? Y'all want me to show up and show out? Hit the like button.
Oh shit.
Let me see. Okay, let me see here. Check it out. Right. Join. Make some caps. Join. Let me see. Well, join us live. Let me see. What's it called? The Last of Us, right?
Last of Us Part 2 the next day.
The Last of Us Part 2 leaks. Oh shit. Shit. What else we got here? Ghost of Tsushima, right?
Ghost of Tsushima release dates.
Yeah.
This summer.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm about to post that in the chat right now. The story on.
And Last of Us releasing this summer, right?
Yep. June 15th and 17th? Oh wait, no, wait.
Releasing.
June 15th and July 17th.
Breaking news too.
Releasing.
What's that?
Summer.
What is it?
Hey Z, breaking news.
What's up, bro?
They said Foxy UK leaked on The Last of Us video.
Oh man.
Oh
man. And Kevin Foxy. The Last of Us Part 2 leaks. She goes to Tsushima. Last of Us Part 2.
Goddamn, Foxy.
Releasing this summer.
Why he do that?
Ninja Theory. See Ninja Theory. Sister joins Microsoft. Microsoft to get away. Let's see. Escape.
Last was Part 2, June 19th. And
nigga, how you gonna tell them you're dropping the information they can read it and even read it? You gonna tell them about it? God damn, you hustling backwards. AAA. Jesus. AAA games. What's else we want to talk about? Oh, Sony fans. I'm thinking. I got it here. Hold on. We go here. Things go left with. Y'all ain't gonna lie. Some of you could be bugging with Sony fans. Hold on 1 second. Let me put the link for the show here. Sony Prophet, buck that. Keep it foxy. What's up? Yeah, what's up, Sony Prophet? My man, my brother.
I didn't like it.
Hey, yo, check this shit out, right? If all well and good, man. Not this year. Next year, E3. We all gotta link up, man. Sony Prophet, my man, Liberal Gator. I'm gonna get you motherfuckers on the show together. That'll be an all-time classic debate. Sony Prophet versus the infamous Liberal Gamer.
Oh, Fox, jump in there, bro.
I don't fuck with Fox. Hey, man, listen, man. I ain't foxy enough to fuck with Fox, bro. He be out there tripping. Man, let me see right here. The word said word. Hey, yo, he said word from his inside sources that the PS5 ain't gonna be a tower. That nigga be tripping. Let me see. J-Dubs. All right.
Wait. He said leave Foxy alone?
Yeah.
He's
Seriously?
a UK brother, man. Leave him alone.
I don't bother Foxy, man. You know, I make fun of everybody, but man, be tripping, though. That dude be on one sometime, man.
Yeah, if he puts himself out there, we gotta.
I just, hey, listen, man.
Leave him alone.
I report the news, brother. I report the news.
Yes.
Yeah, man. But anyway, we got the leaks. We're going to talk about that. I'm not going to, I guess, spoil it. Some people say they haven't seen it, but we're going to talk about that. But I have my own theory of what's going on here. Maybe you may, listen, man, I may be on to something right here, but we're going to talk about that. Who else we got here, Matt? Post, Tim Dog left. King, so we go right here. Drop the link right here, man. All right. As you guys come hit the like button, all right, I finally got it on Twitter. Let's go. Right click, copy. Let's go. So anyway, I don't know what the leak came out yesterday or it came out yesterday. It came out yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Weekend, yeah. Yesterday.
Okay, I you know what? We save the leak. We come back to that. So anyway, I go into this first. So Sony has updated their. Hold on one second. So anyway, so Sony has updated their PlayStation blog, right? And they've
Right.
given release dates for The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima. I believe they're releasing in the summer and June, whatever the case may be.
June and July, respectively.
Okay. Now, some people were saying that some Xbox guys, well, someone gonna blame Xbox, that The Last of Us may be pushed back a year. The game was just about done, more or less.
Port to PS5. Post.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes releases on the PS5. You know what I mean? You know, maybe native 4K, 60 frames a second. Maybe because they were saying something. You know, some at least about multiplayer. Because originally they said they didn't have any multiplayer. So, what do you guys thoughts about that? Finally getting a release date in this summer. Normally, during the summertime is a low point for gaming. I know they wish they probably could have got that game out probably months before the next generation console. And you know, when was it supposed to release? In April?
It was supposed, it was supposed to release
May.
this
The
month.
original
They
date.
supposed to release
No,
it
the
in May.
original.
Yeah.
No,
No,
April.
No,
February.
February
first.
Late April.
February.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be first in
At
February.
first, it was February, then it got pushed back.
Pushed to April.
Yeah.
To April
got
and
pushed
then
definitely.
in May.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But so if you say it like this, remember, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm sorry. God of War Ascension came out in April or so. When did The Last of Us came out? It came out right before the PS4.
Came out June 13th,
came out.
2013.
Okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They went on to re-release it, but I'll start with you, Vaughn. Do you think this hurts the game? You know, as far as sales or what it could have done, being on the market before the next release?
No, I don't think it hurts it, but it make the game look worse than what it is because all the cutscenes that got leaked is out of context. It's not, it's not straightforward. I still think the game going to sell more than the first one. I don't think it's going to hurt it at all.
Listen, the first one released on 2 platforms, over 17 million. So you're predicting Last of Us 2 on one platform can do over 17 million this later in the generation?
Unless it's simultaneous with PS5 or something like that. You know, I think that's what they wanted to do in the beginning, and I guess that's why the game got leaked to force them to do it on the PS4.
Well, I mean, it had a release date for the PS4 in April. But you know,
Yeah,
Well, that's before it got in.
before what?
What you call it? Oh, Lord,
the
excuse me.
indefinite.
It was the indefinite date. Yeah,
Well,
before it got delayed.
Okay,
Yeah,
it was coming out in April, right? But you know, things go gold. Like people say, well, they still release Final Fantasy. Those games have already been shipped. It wouldn't go, you know what I mean? And yes, probably sold more digitally because a lot of stores are still closed. I don't know where you guys live at, but even believe it or not, Walmart is the largest seller when it comes to video games, physical. Walmart sells Beats, Best Buy, they beats everybody. Walmart's number one, right? But where I'm in my state, in Jersey, the electronic stores, section in Walmart is closed. You know what I mean? So even for that to do 3.5 million in OTP, so we had an argument about that. I'm not gonna start this shit up again. But to answer for those people that are saying or mad and they're happy with the game leak, and we're gonna get into that in a minute. Sony can't just shit on their, how you say, the mom and pops or their hardware distributors because believe it is how it goes. Best Buy, Target, whatever store, they buy those copies, those from Sony. Sony doesn't front; they buy them from them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
think about that. I didn't give you just say $5 million, right? And you're gonna release a copy. I don't even get the game, but you're gonna release it digitally. Now, who's gonna come buy the game for me? You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
what 100,000 of the Ultimate Edition, whatever the case may be, is bad for business. And if you don't know, Foxconn, you know, outside of making consoles, a lot of the games and discs are printed up there in China. You know, I mean, I don't know if they opened up that spot up again, or maybe they may go somewhere else to make them, but they printed out of that factory that it was closed. So it's not was yes they could have released it digitally, but it wasn't been a smart business move because they would have burnt Best Buy, Target, Amazon, all the people that sell their hardware and all the products of them. You know what I mean, so that's why they didn't do it. For them, why you just release it digitally? It couldn't go like that. But June, July, whatever the case. But what do you again? Who I know who I'm talking to? What are your thoughts? Good? Too close? You gonna skip? Wait? What?
Great news.
I
The
think-
PlayStation gamers
Oh, go ahead,
rejoice. You know what I mean? We're getting back-to-back AAA megatons. You know what I mean? The Last of Us 2, followed by Ghost of Tsushima. Listen, PlayStation fans, we good right now. You know what I mean? This is gonna be a hot summer, as they say, right? This is gonna be a hot summer. We good.
I think
Couldn't
I
answer his
think
question, right?
I think they didn't intend to maybe talk about the release date this soon. I think they
Right.
kind of had to because of the leaked footage. So that was the most unfortunate thing. But at least people know the exact date. Hopefully, nothing else comes up. But I do agree with you, Z, with the whole COVID stuff and them having a relationship with them
Oh, you
distributors of
can't. They can't
physical.
just release it digitally. No, you can't.
They couldn't do that. There's
Yeah,
no way they could do that. That would have hurt the sales of their partners
yeah, you can't do that.
drastically.
You know what I mean? Like I said, they buy those, and Sony, Sony ain't refunded nothing.
But why people keep trying to compare it to Final Fantasy? Like, while Final Fantasy sold 5 million digitally, like, why couldn't
That's
they just do
fanboy
that?
shit.
I'm like, yeah, I never understood that because what if people buy it digitally, either way, spoilers was gonna happen, right? Like, people was gonna spoil this
But
shit. I mean, I know they already did it now, but I'm just saying.
but
Maybe they
here's
had certain agreements with the
Right,
distributors.
right,
Maybe it
right,
might
right,
have
It's
been
not.
right.
It's not
something.
the same thing because Final Fantasy before
That's a
the
remake.
yeah, but before what happened, China, those games already went gold and they ship. You know what I mean? Say if a game comes out in, I'm gonna say one thing. Say if a game comes out in December 7th, that store or retail may have that game as early as November 18th or something, just sitting. They just can't sell it today. Until they,
Right. Yeah, I can't break street date.
yeah, you know what I mean. Unless you go to the mom and pop stores. I had Echo
Huh.
behind me, but somebody got an Echo.
J Jub just came in here, but
Oh,
I think it'll clear up. It usually
okay.
does.
Oh, you know what I
In
mean.
a minute.
So, because Kratos in here?
You got
Yeah,
AP the shooter.
Yeah, he's
I'm
here.
in here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. What's up, Kratos, good brother? Yeah. So, Oh, okay. Wait. I'm coming through somebody. Who the hell is that? Hello. They went away now.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, Kratos, Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of
Yo,
Us.
yo.
You can hear me? You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, bro.
Okay. The Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us received a release date for the summer. What are your thoughts about that?
That's I mean, that's good. It's good for all gamers. It's not probably not good for Sony and those developers because it wasn't planned to drop that date. But
So
I
close
think
back
after
to
the
back.
yeah. I think they want to go ahead and get that shit out the way before the fall when the PS5 and stuff out the way. You got to realize these are the last. This is the most money Sony's going to get this year prior to dropping the PS5. After that, there's no more money. Everybody's saving their pennies and their nickels and their dimes for the PS5 and the PS5 games. So this makes sense. First half of the year, get rid of everything that you need that's last gen and focus on next gen.
Okay. Well,
I think
yeah.
Sony,
Mhm.
I think Sony was planning on. I think the original date for Ghost of Tsushima was August, and so I think they want to spread them out, but because of the leak, they're scared of other people going to leak stuff, so they want to just go ahead and just throw everything they have, just get that shit out. That way, they
Mr.
can have a
Krakens.
clean slate.
No, that date was June.
Okay,
The
well, say
original date
okay.
for
Listen, now
Tsushima.
listen. I'm sorry, I mean it could have went off, but that is how you say it sucks because it may hard. I say dampen the sales. You're releasing two big AAA games back to back in a month. Normally they like
Cannibalize.
to space them out, give that title enough time on the market to do what it's going to do, then release another one, and they're going back to back. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Uh,
I'm back. I'm back.
they're going back to back in June and July. So, and again, the generation is well, it's not. I guess whatever. New hardware will be here in November. But it may. I know Vaughn said something. He predicts The Last of Us 2 will outsell I'm sorry, The Last of Us 1. That was on two platforms. The thing, $18 million. I don't think that's going to happen this later this generation, unless they re-release that bitch on the PS5. But when Post, do you think it's going to hurt the sales of them releasing the Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us, one in June and one in July, so close to the end of the generation?
Um, I don't know. I think they've been put in an awkward position. My stands on this when the game got delayed again, finally indefinitely, that they was going to try to push it back to the PS5 release, which on my it would have been smarter than it would have been coming out on the PS4 and the PS5, and they could have helped push some PS5 sales as well. Now you got this leak where you got I don't know, a disgruntled employee or whoever that's leaking the game. You don't want to cause any more damage to the title that had already done. So now you got to get it out the door quick. So now you got two titles coming in a month back to back, and you trying to push them out to probably free up launch titles for the PS5 as well. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's they put in the fickle. I hate this, yo. Look, fanboy shit aside, it ain't about no Xbox. It's just about gaming. Period. Whoever did this is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You have people who spent years away from their families, babies, friends. You know what I'm saying? Crunching, put hours on hours on end, and putting their heart into this product for millions of people who are eagerly to await it and enjoy it. And then you got assholes out there just leaking it just on some fanboy shit. Like sometimes you got to put that shit aside and think from a gamer perspective. Like this is not good for gaming, bro.
Exactly.
Think if that was Halo or a Fable storyline getting fucking leaked with gameplay before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this.
You'll feel some type of way. Like this is.
There's three things to it. It could be fanboy.
Hold on. Let him finish.
To answer Z question, I just wanted to get my point out. But to answer Z question, it could hurt the sales because you got people wasn't familiar with where they was going with the story. Now looking at these leaks saying, I don't like the way they're going. I don't like this LGBT shit they're doing. I don't like this and that. And so now it could affect the sale. Is it going to put a dent in it? No, I think Sony Nation is going to get the numbers where they supposed to be.
Hold on, let me hit this bell right quick. I'm sorry, I didn't even see these. I didn't, I didn't hear nothing.
You know I could get long with it.
No problem. If you're a real gamer, you should be mad about this leak, whatever your life views or correlation may be. But you fucking can't think logically. Z and Panel, what's up, AP? My man, Mac City Entertainment. Hey, Mac, do me a favor, good brother. I need you to, cause somehow I can't find, cause I got a shirt for you. I believe you're in California. Inbox me again your number, because I can't find you on Twitter. Inbox me your information again after the show. Y'all need your name, your address, your city, your state, your zip code, and your phone number. Cause I got your shit already. My man Max City Entertainment at Virgil. We're having a meltdown last night. Virgil's having an event. Yo, hey shout out to my man Virgil. Long time no see. Yeah. I didn't know you was doing YouTube videos and shit, man. So I peeped one of your videos, man. But shout out to Virgil. I'm sorry. The reason why, not the reason why, but I said made the sales, because they're releasing it so close to Ghost of Tsushima.
I think it can hurt that game.
Yeah, I think
let's release it back to back. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
They didn't stagger that shit at all.
I think both of them gonna sell. I think Sony Nation.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not gonna sell.
Coming out.
I think it can hurt it. But whatever potential sales they had, I think it's gonna hurt.
Man, I think they're gonna both of the games still gonna sell. You got two games coming out that Sony Nation want. That everybody, even Xbox players, want to play Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us 2. So I think it could hurt Ghost of Tsushima. You know what I'm saying? But I still think by you giving a month ahead, that still allow people to get an opportunity to purchase Ghost of Tsushima and then find money or put money to the side for The Last of Us 2. A lot of people already got it pre-ordered. So
I think the leak though might help last time.
One at a time. Who going first?
Well, I just wanted to get that out.
Go ahead, Buck.
I also think one of these could still be delayed again. So we'll space it out. Now, possibly even The Last of Us 2.
It won't be delayed.
It's already delayed. It's too damn close for it to get delayed.
Go ahead, Kratos.
The reason it won't be delayed again is because they are scared that the guy could possibly leak some information.
Yeah.
So they want to get these out to fill up the library and just get that shit out of there so they don't have
no more damage.
Now here's the thing. I don't think Ghost of Tsushima going to be affected because it's a totally different type of game. It's not a post-apocalyptic zombie game. Now, if it was Days Gone right there in its place, then yes, Days Gone will probably get slaughtered.
I can agree with that
because they're two similar type of game, post-apocalyptic world, zombies and stuff like that. But Ghost of Tsushima is a
refresher.
It's an old world samurai type game. It has nothing in common with, and it's not like nobody's going to go to the store and say, "Man, I only got $60. I'm gonna have to choose between The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima." The Last of Us is going to win every day. If you only got $65 in your pocket, you're going to win 100 out of 100 on that. You're going to go with The Last of Us 2. But because But
All
because
right,
the next,
we got
because
you.
Ghost of Tsushima is a different type of game, and it's something new, and it's something that we've been asking for, like Ninja Gaiden or or some of these other games we've been asking for. This is right up their line. So I think both games are going to do extremely well. But I really think The Last of Us 2 is still going to knock it out the park and break records.
All right,
Yeah,
what's up, niggas?
I agree. Go ahead, Noah. Go ahead, Noah.
I'm gonna say this. I think both games are gonna sell well. But with those two games being so close together, one game is gonna impact the other. I mean that goes without saying. That happens when games launch alongside other games. The sales get impacted. Not everybody has more than $60 to spend on games. People complain about spending $60. You got to think about this too. Not everybody purchasing these games are grown adults. There's a lot of teens and older teens that don't have income. You know what I'm saying, that are going to have to make a decision. Either I'm going to purchase one game or the other.
But Noah, those are
No,
only Xbox
it's
games.
a month out though.
Bro, I remember when I was a kid and I had to choose a game. Bro. Like I had to literally pick a game I wanted to get.
No, that was the 80s, bro. This 2020.
Thank you.
Got gas.
Half these motherfuckers got goddamn part-time jobs.
They just got their Trump check too. Come on.
Thank you.
I had to choose between Star Wars.
Oh, come on.
Oh man,
that was 2000.
But
double zeros, man. No. Half these kids got part-time jobs now. That ain't no excuse.
We always look at things from our. Me and you could go get the game. You know what I'm saying? We could go buy 3 or 4 games and not think nothing of it. You know what I mean? But everybody don't have that.
That's true, no. But it's a month out though. If you can't
nigga, you ain't even got a 4K
$65
TV.
a month later, listen. That's besides. I can get that. though.
No,
you're saying that people
what
won't
the
have
fuck are you
$65 a
you
month.
got it these whole generation.
People
You're saying these won't have a 65.
You just bought God of War this year.
You're deflecting now. What does that have to do with it? That has nothing to do with what that has nothing.
All right. Hold on one second. Let me pay this bills.
Buy the games day one.
All right. Hold on one second. Shout out to my man Giovanno. He said, "Preach post up is some each stuff leaking." Okay. My man here. Shout out to my man Trade Mac before becoming a member. Trade Mac, if you be so kind again to inbox me on Twitter. So I can get you some of that Patreon content. And my man here, Max, inbox me on Twitter. Yourself, see myself back, or I need your address, this, that, and the other. Inbox me on Twitter.
What's up to Omegazio too? He just
but this is what I'm saying. I think.
What's up, niggas?
This is what I'm saying, right? And also too, shout out to I want to say shout out to my man Jim 8 who became a member. Shout out to you. We became a member of the channel, and I got a couple other subscribers. But shout out to you for becoming a member, Jimmy. Also, too, reach out to me on Twitter, inbox me on Twitter. I can get you some of the Patreon content, and probably get you a T-shirt and something too. But anyway, this is what I'm saying, right? What I was saying, you know what I mean? I was talking about the how you say we are here what you call the hardcore, right? We buy everything. We gonna borrow from Peter to pay Paul to make it happen, right? I know normally me myself, I'll give you an example, right? If they announce these games are coming to the PlayStation 5 or a better version, I'm not going to get The Last of Us 2 or the Ghost of Tsushima. I'm going to buy the PS5 version to have the better version. I'm not going to double dip. You know what I mean? Right. More or less, once one is done, you know what I mean? Listen, whatever the case may be, I'm going to buy the better version. On the PlayStation 5, I can wait, or whatever the case may be. But what I was saying is that as far as hurting the sales, traditionally, or maybe even eclipsing the sales of the the original Last of Us, because it came out in June of I guess 2013. Then they re-released it on the PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? 5,
a year later, yeah.
It wasn't even a whole year, I don't think.
Yeah, it was a year.
Okay, with the following year, that summer. Yeah. It was this summer, it was spring that summer, right? Okay, so what I'm saying is, like, typically how business go, it's like Microsoft releasing Gears of War in October, then releasing Halo in November. They kind of, how you say, consume each other, you know what I mean? Cannibalize each other's sales, you know what I mean? Yeah. So what I mean by spreading them out, so like you think about it, The Last of Us was supposed to come out in April, so they had April up until the Ghost of Tsushima came out, and then it had its, because the game was going to sell basically within the first 3 months. Sales are still high, right? and then and then the Ghost of Tsushima would have had his time to shine. So that's what I mean by potentially hurting each other's sales. You know what I mean?
I hear you, Z, but
And
for the longest, we gamers, we've always asked for games to be released in the summer. Well, we've been crying for
yeah,
the longest about games not being released in the summer. Now we're getting
yeah,
it. Now we're talking about, oh, people won't be able to afford it. Like,
Rain,
come on, what is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Rain.
but
Nobody's
But
going
but
back to
but
Here's
we're
the
the
work.
thing right
As
here.
soon
hardcore,
as
Rain. We're the
I know, I
hardcore.
know,
We're
I know, I
talking
know
about
for
for
oh,
the
the
one at a time.
hardcore.
casual.
One at a time. One at a
Always
But
time.
I'm
crying for
saying
this.
casual gamers,
We're
they're
the
not
one
gonna
percent.
always. Yeah, we're
Go
not. They're
ahead,
not
bro.
always gonna go out and buy two games in the same span
Right.
Bro,
of the
it's
same month.
it's not in the same span, bro. It's a month
but here,
later. One comes out in June, the other comes out
yeah,
July,
Right,
a
but some
month
people
and
later.
don't.
here's
They,
the thing though.
will go do it, but they won't do it.
Right. They won't, bro.
A
But
lot of people don't
Look,
even jump to the next generation of the
they
next
won't.
game.
Hey, a lot of
but
them
here's
gonna
the
be
thing.
looking
What
forward to
I was
2K
trying to
and
say
Madden,
though.
dog.
Yeah,
Like,
wait, but bro, here's the thing. What I was trying to say. The people that's going to buy Last of Us may not be the same ones that's going to buy Ghost of Tsushima and vice versa.
understand, understand that.
That
But
too.
you
You
got
right.
you got some buyers that were going to buy both. They want to buy both, and financially just may not be able to or willing to.
So let
Well,
me ask you this.
everybody got their
Let me
damn
ask you
check. I
this.
know.
Hold on, let
Huh?
me ask you this. What's the
Everybody
difference,
got
right?
their check.
Hold on.
Exactly.
We all know damn near every week of every month there's a multiplayer that drop. What's the
Hmm.
Mm.
difference between this and any other time when we got all these multiplats and
Bro, do
other
you
things
see,
dropping?
Exactly.
Mm.
are
They
you
don't
I
they
following
can
don't
tell
do
you
you
the
have
follow
big
the
one.
sales of
multiplayer.
those multiplats?
People
Let's be
buy
real. Let's look at
people
the
buy
But
NPDs.
because they
Kratos, you
like.
got to
That's what
realize,
happens.
Ghost of Tsushima is a new IP. More people are gonna. Last of Us is a familiar name. They're gonna go with that name first
No,
Yeah,
before
they're
they
gonna
Ghost
go
of
to the
finish the
Tsushima.
Ghost
I
of
know.
story.
Tsushima.
I didn't say Ghost of Tsushima was going to
Oh,
outsell
you
The
just
Last of Us.
saying? Okay, I
I'm
see.
just
No,
saying
no. If
that it's not gonna make any difference because the original dates for these games, the original dates were gonna or the when this year back in
Te-
2019.
yeah,
Remember these
technically it
games
would
were
have.
supposed to be released like 2 months apart from each other anyway. So 1 month is not gonna
Yep.
change. Obviously, Sony had the strategy
Exactly.
to launch them close
Hmm.
by
Hold
each other,
on.
so they know
I
the
don't I
matrix
don't
of it.
think you
And they've
guys
been doing
understand.
this for 25 years, man.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think
Noah,
you
you
guys
can't.
get the
Noah, you
argument,
can't
bro.
pocket watch. Noah, you
We're
can't
not we're
pocket
not we're
watch.
not saying Ghost of Tsushima is just gonna sit on the shelves, bro. That's not the argument.
Right.
The argument is, will The Last of Us 2 cannibalize some of the Ghost of Tsushima
No,
sales?
it won't.
Right.
All right, let me pay
It
this
won't.
bill right quick. Hold on one second. I got a few bills here to pay. The Analog Circle podcast just wanted to show some support for the great entertainment. Your brothers got it on lock. Y'all not doing nothing. The Last of Us 2 or y'all? Nah, we just no, not no.
Hell no.
Hey, hold on, my man. Ann, listen too, brother. I see you got a show. I like your show. Invite me on that bitch one day. I can turn that motherfucker out for you, man. You shit over there bracking. My man, who? This is Cool Assassin. Z, can you give me permission to unmute me? You are. You gotta unmute yourself, big brother. You are unmuted. You gotta unmute yourself. And Trey Mac. I'm sorry. You said inbox you where? Inbox me on Twitter, big fella. Mac, inbox me on Twitter. Okay, but no, okay. So I'm not okay. Let me reword this. Okay, and again, everybody do me a favor. Big favor, hit the like button. This is what I'm saying. And I'm not saying one is going to sell, one is not going to sell. But I'm just looking like he say basically June. You got June, July, August, September, October, November. Still got about I guess about 6 months, right? 6 months, right? Me personally, right? I stopped buying games. Me, like once, like I've always been like once the new shit about to come out, that be it. I still don't know how they're gonna do it with like 2K or Madden. There's gonna be one copy or whatever the case be. But like I said, normally when uh the new generation about to start, that's it. Probably the last game, unless it got pushed back, I'll buy maybe Avengers. You know what I mean? But if that gets a announced for the next generation consoles, I'm not buying that at all. You know what I mean? So I that's this is just like that's what I want to wait and see. Both Microsoft and Sony be more as far as the software rise. I mean, I know we're gonna get the how you say we're gonna get the Assassin's Creeds and I know Call of Duty's coming. No shit WWE 2K whatever 21 got canceled. Maybe basketball may be delayed. Like I don't even fucking know. Like you know what I mean? Like this shit's going crazy right now. So you know what I mean? I'm waiting to see what will these games be. Like I say, upgrade until the more better version, or will I have to go out and buy a PS5 version or a Series X version? Like I'm interested in that goddamn game. What's that game? Insiders. It's like a third person.
Outsiders.
Outsiders, Insider, a third person loot shooter, like kind of like what do you call it? Something like Gears of War a little bit, but not Gears of War, but you know what I mean? Something in that line. I want that. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting to see what software. But like I was saying, not saying one is going to sell the other. I'm just saying normally, typically, on the market, they like to give their games. Somebody might I tell in the background. Who the hell that is? Who
Yeah, somebody in the kitchen.
Hey,
Not
Z,
me. Not me.
Z,
That
can I
ain't me.
just say this, bro?
Yes.
How y'all let this man, a Mega Yazo, with no PS4, tell you that Last of Us 2 not going to impact sales of Ghost of Tsushima?
It's not, you
Bro,
dumb
by neither
motherfucker.
game.
It's not. Hey,
Wait. Time out. You don't have a PS4?
yeah, bitch. I just platinum Final
Noah,
Fantasy 7.
No, the
do you
fuck you
know when
didn't.
are they
Shut the
gonna make
fuck
Yes,
the?
the
up. No,
fuck
you
I
didn't.
did. I
No,
did
you didn't.
platinum.
What's your gamer tag, bitch?
I had
You don't know.
124 hours.
Calm
Cool
down.
story, bro.
What's your gamer
You don't
tag?
know when they're gonna make the marketing pushes for these games.
Nigga, they just said they released them a month apart.
That doesn't matter.
Bro,
What if the
What part of
Ghost of Tsushima the big what if they really start pushing it 2 months after Ghost
Buck,
last you don't know.
Buck,
so they're
Buck,
gonna release the
what?
game in July and
There's
market
a
it in August?
why you don't
Buck.
have to buy the game when it releases. It's not like the window fucking closes.
Wait,
You can buy it 2 months
man.
what are we
later.
talking about?
Big
Bro,
fucking
Oh
deal.
goddamn! Buck trying to use his powerful white man voice.
You're not making any sense, Buck.
I
Yes, I am.
Talking about, Buck.
Hold on,
That's
No.
not what we're talking about.
Why do you
Buck.
have to buy the
Listen
game
closely,
at the
bro.
release
Listen-
date? Why?
listen to
That's
the
not what we're
argument.
talking about.
Listen to the argument. I said that the game is going to sell well, right?
Yeah.
But you'd be crazy to think that with the games releasing close to each other, that
Yeah.
one won't cannibalize the sales of the other. Especially
That's
being
what
so close.
that's what I was
Thank
saying.
you.
I mean,
That's-
if you buy the game 3 years later,
Listen too
okay,
hard.
you bought it at $19.99. But we're talking about the here and now.
yeah, that's what I
These
would.
are different times.
Hold up.
That's what
Let
I'm.
me end this once and for all. We
Okay.
this pandemic making everybody stay in the house. So this means people are going to buy more games in general. And with the check that everybody nearly got, I don't know.
Not getting the check.
Wait, and you assume everybody?
I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna go
Buying
next.
stuff more, but people buying stuff more digitally. So people are going to be having all these Amazon orders be delivered to them with the game and stuff.
Okay.
So it's if the game, if you buy Last of Us but you're not interested in Ghost of Tsushima, hey, the month of June is going to be great for you. But if you wait for the Ghost of Tsushima, not interested in the Last of Us, hey, it is what it is.
Okay.
But the sales are not going to cannibalize on one another because not everything is appeal to everybody.
Let me say this right here. First of all, I don't think. Hey, listen here, nigga, with your rabbit ass mind. First of all, you talking about what everybody? We talking about $1,200. Niggas got to buy groceries. That's what, brother. Come on now. Yo, listen. And also too, with that being said, there are a lot of people that are out of work. You know what I mean? I don't get me wrong. And like I say, now some people are not essential workers. A lot of motherfuckers aren't working. Like, you know what I mean? So they don't have the how you say income to go out and just buy it. And then people are not just home chilling. Motherfuckers are home stressed out. Like, motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, shit, like, I don't know what state you live in. Like, shit kind of real up here in Jersey, New York. Like, motherfuckers, like, you know what I mean? Like, shit real. So that $1,200, unless you're still working, you know what I mean? You're still going to work. That's not extra money. That shit got to fucking go for groceries.
Hey, that man said I got $1,200 the last week.
Yeah, that shit ain't about nothing. Now, if you're still working and got that $1,200, yeah, fine. Next Generation Console's paid for. Let me pay this bill right quick. My man, Max City Entertainment. Final Fantasy sold during a lockdown. Both games will get their due. It's Sony. They will remaster them and sell them to us again on the PS5.
They're not going to do that.
Yes.
They're not going to do that. That's just stupid.
It's not stupid. That's money, man.
Maybe an upgrade fee, but
that's not how it works.
It's
not
not
maybe an upgrade fee, but
as a consumer, yeah, but as a business,
look, that's the only way they remastered The Last of Us because you can't natively play the PlayStation 3 games on PlayStation 4, so they
that doesn't mean they can charge 60 for it like they did.
Now. The games are running the same architecture.
Yeah,
x86 architecture, so they don't have that excuse. This generation with this situation we are running into this gen coming up, it's unprecedented. Like,
yeah.
Now we got to see what these
how
companies are going to do under these circumstances.
Well, that actually coincides with the next bill here from Vedra with a 59 sec. Yoshida has played Ghost of Tsushima enhanced on the PlayStation 5, so it would be a given that The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima will have a PS5 enhancement patch day one.
Well, of course it will have enhancements.
Let me say this.
Actually, there's some more here. Javona with the $1.99. Yes, some sales will overlap, but not drastically, which I think I'm going to agree with. Max City with the $2. Send the info to you on Twitter, Z.
Okay, no problem. All right. All right, but okay, but this is what I think people could see what I'm saying of what's going to sell. Yes, Final Fantasy sold a lot digitally, but could you imagine what Final Fantasy would have sold if the stores were open, like
Look, look,
GameStop or
look.
or
When
It would
I
have
went
surpassed
to the
15.
store to try and buy Final Fantasy
huh?
Right.
physically, but they didn't have no more copies, so I had to resort to
What
digital.
store you went to?
I went to Walmart.
Your Walmart selling
Exactly.
your Walmart is selling my Walmart's not even selling
Exactly.
the games.
Yeah, they're selling
Really?
games and they're
No,
selling cards, but
What Walmart?
yeah, my Walmart,
Walmart.
but the
My Walmart
Walmart,
has PC
Bro,
games.
yeah,
yeah, I thought that was
Walmart in
across the
Pennsylvania.
nation.
no,
That the Walmart in Pennsylvania, right,
yeah,
right next to Philly.
yeah, the one
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
yeah
they on the
Is
regional.
it?
no the
I thought
one
it was
here.
yeah,
national.
Well, the one like my daughter works at the one in Kearney. The electronic
yeah,
stores, the electronic section is not even open,
Yeah.
just for
Same with
groceries.
mine here.
Ah,
Just for groceries.
yeah.
You know what I mean, so
Most of the physical games are like gone because everybody got them all up.
oh.
So everybody
well,
Oh,
resorted to
I see what
digital
you're saying.
now.
yeah,
My shit's closed off. You can't even buy clothing.
yeah. Only thing is
Real
Oh
only
yeah, that
shit.
a
Oh
yeah.
Walmart
damn.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You can't even buy
Damn.
clothes.
yeah. So what I'm
Damn.
saying, I think people still again hit the like button. For me, ain't got 100 likes in here. Yeah, hit the like
But
button. Yeah,
all the GameStop are still closed though. So
yeah. Well, okay. Well, yeah. GameStops, yeah, they're closed.
Are they ever gonna make it past this shit?
I don't even know.
I doubt it,
I
bro.
guess you can, cause my daughter wants a Wii U. She wants a fucking Wii U, and I see that GameStop
look,
had
you
a
better
new.
call Dr. Trey and ask him to sell you his.
Yeah, they can't even. I can only go in store and buy it, but I can even order it online. But I say that to say this though. You know what I mean? We can get into the other stuff now. And now listen, this is my theory. How you say, my man? I'm gonna keep it foxy and got it from my inside sources. Now,
Oh God.
I told you guys for a while, especially on this dog shit channel, that there were some things going on behind the scenes at Sony, right? And you see Yoshida got demoted, and now I'm
He
gonna say
didn't
this.
get demoted, nigga.
What are you talking about? He's no longer the head of place. He's the head of fucking Indies.
Nigga,
He
he
did.
old.
Come on, man.
Man,
he
Oh,
That's a
got
demotion.
de-olded.
I say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. This man has sold over 100 some, the most successful PlayStation has ever
I don't
been.
even think he's old.
Whatever the case, the most successful PlayStation has ever
No.
been. It was behind him. The reason why God of War came out the way it did because he said, "Hey, put that shit back in the oven." That ain't the answers. That ain't the answer, Trey. You know what I mean? He's made a lot of critical decisions for Sony. Hey, this is how we trade our game. He's been at the forefront from everything. You know what I mean? He's been demoted, whether you like it or not, and it's not a shot at him. To the head of Indy, like I've been telling you guys for a minute. A lot of key people behind Sony has lost their jobs. They're no
He's only
longer there.
56.
You know what I mean? They're no longer there, right?
And it's up to us to fix that.
It ain't up to me. I don't work for Sony. I ain't get paid for. How's it up to me to fix it? How's it up to you to fix it?
Fix
I'm
what? What is it to
assuming.
fix?
That's kind of young.
Because we,
That can be honest.
What is it to
Man,
fix?
So,
we the
None of
ones
our
that made them
mediocre.
into who they are.
okay, but it's not. So how are you gonna fix
Man,
it? Like, but
that
anyway,
nigga said
I
he
said to
running
say
that
this.
building.
I say that to say this. So of course we had the leaks that came out yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had the leaks that came out yesterday. You had the debacle of them showing the council. My man whispering, "Where do you see my specs?" You had that shit there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
ASMR shit.
And I listen, and I stand firmly behind this. Had not only has Yoshida still been in charge, and a lot of key people. I'm not going to be messed. I said I wouldn't say anything about some of these people that was told to me in good confidence, not to say that in public, right? Now I'm gonna say this again. You know my opinions. I have no reason to lie with video games. Nothing. No, I've been talking about this shit for a while before I even start talking about it up here. I have no reason to cap. I don't do that. No, I'm not saying my insights. None of that. I don't do none of that weird shit, right? I'm gonna say this again. Had Yoshida still been in charge, you had a better rolling out of the PlayStation 5, and I don't believe this. Let's think about it. This is the biggest goddamn game of the PlayStation's 4 life cycle. You know what I mean? The whole generation get leaks. The
The
spoilers all
swan
again.
song.
You know what I mean? It gets leaked at it then. I don't think things like that would have happened if Yoshida was still in charge. I even shout out to David Jaffe. I'm gonna introduce back out to him too. I even asked him the other day. I said, not the other day. No, last time I did a show with him. And you guys, how we went to the comedy say the man with the strong draw line, the handsome dude, Herman Hulse. I said, when it comes to important decision making, you know what I mean? Yoshida has over 30 years of experience. Yada yada yada. I mean, will he still be able to do? Will he be the man? You know what I mean? Could push a break bites or Cole can make a diamond. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, it looks like they're dropping the ball a lot since Yoshida's been demoted over to Sony. I'm gonna say this again. I stand by this. I think it was a huge mistake. I'm not saying Yoshida was perfect. It was a huge mistake to demote that man. You just don't do that. You know what I mean? And you know when you and he's been so successful for you thus far. Neff, what do you think? Am I bugging? Am I looking into too far? I'll get this good bill from my man Vector first. See that bill?
Yeah, Vigil with the 119.6. Sony's first party have made 4K textures into all their first party games since late 2018. Just to be able to just tweak resolution, output, and frame rate on the PlayStation 5, there's no other reason for Sony to do this. And my thought with what you said is, you know, more or less, you are right in the sense that Sony's quality and just things happening have dropped since Yoshida left. Now, The Last of Us and Kojima, they're probably going to be fantastic games, but the way The Last of Us is coming out with all the strife on Naughty Dog, I don't think it'll be like that under Yoshida's management. I don't think it would have that much stress over there. Also, I think the reason Yoshida may have been demoted is probably because he doesn't agree with the new PlayStation mantra, you know, putting some of these games on PC and so on. I don't think he agrees with any of that.
I think one, I think the problems at Naughty Dog with their whole crunch and stuff, that stuff was going on under Yoshida. That's not something new that wasn't happening. Which I think is more of a. I think this leak is more of a byproduct of Naughty Dog itself, not necessarily Yoshida stepping down.
That's an industry problem as well.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Let me answer the other part of the question.
Go ahead.
I think they should have listened to Yoshida's disagreements, still moved on, and kept him where he was. Because I think he would have been able to adapt to it very well. So I don't think removing him was the smart play for them to do. They should have just kept him there and let him work around it.
Let me piggyback on what you said though. You said you're right. The crunch was there under Yoshida, right?
Yeah.
But it was Sony's decision to hold back the game. Could you imagine you as an employee?
Yeah, I agree with you.
The morale you would have knowing that you spent 2 to 3 years crunching on the game, and then the company turn around and spit in your face and like, yeah, that crunch time ain't matter because we're gonna delay this game indefinitely anyway. Like I don't know if you guys know.
They only delayed the game a couple of months. You act like they delayed it.
Bro, the only reason they announced the game was coming out in June is because of the leak.
Right. Do you think there's gonna be any more leaks?
You wouldn't have a release date today.
We know that, right? We know that. But they also thought, just like we all know and think, that they're going to sell so many copies of this game, they have to have the games ready. They got to have so many collector's edition that they had to make, and they had to make sure that they got stateside, make sure they hit the UK, make sure they hit South America, in every other place. The logistics need to be in place. Because if people try to go to the store or go to Amazon and this shit sold out, guess what? They move on. So,
but that became null and void when they gave everybody their refunds back.
But what I'm talking about is the morale, the employee morale, bro. Like,
yeah, and that's what I want to focus on.
But this virus fucked up everything. It messed up.
Yeah, no, it absolutely did, Omagazi. But I would have to say, under Yoshida, I don't think Naughty Dog will be put under this stress. Look what they had to do at the State of Play. They had to give a release date and immediately delay it after. Remember that? They had a release date for The Last of Us Part 2, and they delayed it like 2 days after.
Right. Yeah, listen. I think Z's definitely going down the rabbit hole too far. You know what I mean? Talking about German. It was a huge mistake. Listen, yes, he is talking about it was a huge mistake to replace Yoshida. Listen,
I agree
Phil
with him.
Spencer's been on the market for 7 years. Listen, if people have the mental fortitude, the patience for Phil Spencer, he's been there for 7 years. He's giving you nothing but AA batteries and AA games.
You mentioned the point, Phil. Hold on. Let me. Hey, Rain, hold on.
He didn't say the building was on fire.
One at a time.
Damn. Emotions. Jesus.
Listen, listen, you may have fumbled a little bit with this, with the PlayStation 5, etc. Listen,
I mean, what you said? You said I went down a rabbit hole.
Let's get this guy. I said you've gone down the rabbit hole too much, fuck nigga. That's what I said.
Too far.
And you said Phil Spencer. What the hell does that do with Phil Spencer?
But here's the difference between Phil and Yoshida. Phil didn't put up a fight. He didn't have this strong disagreement about the direction Microsoft was going. He adapted to it, even though he's been in the console industry for a minute. It sounds more like Yoshida was like, "This is just a bad idea," and even though I don't understand. I said it sounds like, even though Jim Ryan is right, we can't keep selling to repeat customers. I don't know if Yoshida was. I think it sounded like he was in disagreement with going away from the traditional focusing on the console.
Okay.
That wasn't broken.
Yeah, we don't know. It's all speculation.
No, it absolutely is all speculation, but these bills aren't. So stir crazy with the $5. Xbox are right. Ori and Bleeding Edge both came out in March, and they didn't sell well. Max City with the 5. Vedger, why are you Sony fanboys so emotional like y'all like women on their period? God damn. Y'all won this generation but act like a bunch of losers. Christina Bennett with the $2. Yoshida, look at what happened to Xbox under Phil Spencer, like Rain brought up. But Z, would you go ahead and click that link I sent you in the DM?
Okay, but I don't know what the hell Phil had to do with what I was saying. You said I'm going down the rabbit hole, right, or whatever rabbit hole,
Too
right?
far, yeah.
Now you talking about the rumor? Okay, Microsoft Showcase. You talking about this or no? Yes, that was yesterday. Metacritic game. Okay. Okay. Let me share my screen with you guys.
And as he shares his screen, just reflect. Do you think this would have happened under old management?
All right.
No.
I think yes, because I think the delay from April was primarily.
No, I'm not talking about that. What he's about to share on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Well, that have happened under old management.
Oh,
yes.
Well, y'all already knew this shit was gonna be trash.
What does it say?
That ain't the PC version. That's the PS4 version.
What does it say?
So
it is the Predator Metacritic score at a 55.
So Sony never had
Predator has a 55 on fucking Metacritic.
So
would Yoshida have ever allowed that shit to come out on the PlayStation 4 like that?
Yeah.
So when Yoshida was running
you would have in that state.
Let me ask you this. No, when
you would allow it to be that broken.
I don't think
that's not even their game. Number one.
Yeah, it's not.
They invested into it to get exclusive.
Don't mean nothing.
They have Sony Interactive on the front of it.
But think about when it's
hold on. Time out. Look. I'm jumping into this shit. Let's cut the bullshit here. It was made. They signed for the fucking license and everything to get this shit exclusive for this damn thing. It's a fucking L on their
Sony also signed for Neo.
It's a point. Which mean it's not exclusive? What's the only platform? What's the other platform for? What's the other? It's on PC. Oh, nah.
They put Sony Interactive on the front.
Exactly. That's their game.
No, it's not.
Bruh, just like how Microsoft do it whenever they go on PC. What does it normally say?
No. This is not made by a first-party studio. This is a second-party deal.
It's not, but Sony.
It doesn't matter.
It says Sony Interactive.
Y'all gonna keep moving.
It's not every game is Sony publishing.
One at a time. One at a time. All right. So if you're gonna go by that and die on that sword, why do you cap for Persona 5 and those type of games?
I never cap for Persona 5. Number one.
You never cap for the Metascore or anything like that?
You never cap for it.
A Persona
other people on this over there.
Sega game. I never cap for that. See, that's one thing you would never catch me is lying. I will always.
Motherfucker, you lie every day.
And you lie about your age, but Christina Bennett with the $2. Enjoy GTA 5 on Game Pass while you can grocery stores.
Listen.
What the fuck is grocery stores?
I want to ask you this, Nithos. Are you saying under Yoshida, Sony never had any 55 Metacritic games?
Under Yoshida, I don't believe the game would have come out broken.
But no.
On the PlayStation 4.
Let him go. Let Jay go.
Are you saying under Yoshida, we've never had any 55 Metacritic games?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying under Yoshida, it wouldn't have come out broken.
Listen. Your point would be valid if I didn't have a laundry list of games that got 55 and under on Sony under Yoshida's watch. That is not valid.
Not even that. Just broken games in general.
Or Sony published games.
Or these second party games, as y'all like to say.
Here's the thing.
There's a bunch of PlayStation exclusives that are low rated.
We're not talking about exclusives. We're talking about published.
Thank you.
By Sony.
Either one.
Neither one, Noah.
This game.
What was the Metacritic?
Hold on, y'all gotta understand the business.
What did that get? That was under Yoshida.
That's published by Sony.
Come on, man.
What did hurt today?
What, man? Y'all smoking. Y'all smoking. Come on,
bro.
This game.
Yoshida had nothing to do. Yoshida wouldn't have had nothing to do. Nothing would have changed. This game was going to come out being how this game is going to come out.
Yoshida
now, I
get it. How great God of War came out.
Listen. Let me tell you why. Right?
Wow.
Think of it this way. Phil Spencer was right there, right hand man next to Donnie D.
We're not
prior
talking
to
about
the
Xbox.
listen,
Wait,
hold
what
on,
the
let
hell?
me-
They got traded
Let
Xbox
him
though.
go. Let him go, man. Let him
Nah,
go.
nah.
Let him
Okay,
go. Let him go.
Can't let
all right,
this
go ahead.
nigga do this, man.
Wait,
Oh, let him
hold
go,
on.
man. Let him go.
You brought up PlayStation.
Time the fuck out.
We're
Jay, go.
Why?
talking
Jay,
No,
about
go.
because the
Topic
topic
was
was
PlayStation.
Yo,
PlayStation.
what are you
Oh my
talking
The
God.
about?
Let him
topic was
talk. Let him
fucking
talk.
PlayStation. Why are we on
Right.
Xbox
Why we
here?
on
Let him talk,
Why
man.
are
He's
we
trying to
constantly?
explain his
Shut
point.
your ass up, Rain.
Hang on, slap the shit out you, nigga. Let him talk,
Oh
bro.
shit.
Oh, bitch, you ain't gonna do a damn thing. Because you
Just
bring
being
your
real
ass
in the
over here, I
field.
promise you going back over there, beat the fuck up, okay? Beat the fuck up.
Damn.
Anyway, Jada, how the fuck does this go back to Xbox?
You didn't let him explain. That's why, nigga. Jay, go.
Yeah,
You know me too.
I was trying to use the same logic, in the same pretense as with Microsoft. If we're going to throw something out there saying because this person is running the games division at this particular time, that nothing like this would have happened, a 55 Metacritic score from a game wouldn't have happened, then I'm trying to
But that's
use
the
that.
narrative you're making up. I didn't
But
say
no,
that.
We
you
That's
blame
not
said
what we
you brought
said.
up.
That's narrative you're making up.
Let me
Jados, we
finish.
blame Phil. When
No,
the
Yeah.
game
listen.
when the game is
Let me
published by
finish.
Let him
Microsoft.
go, man. Let him go.
Go
All
ahead.
right. So
Go ahead.
I remember under Yoshida having Knack being subpar. I remember
Hmm.
under Yoshida, the Order 1886 being subpar. I remember under Yoshida there being Drive Club
Hmm.
underperforming. I remember I can keep going on and on and on. You are
And
the
I can
same.
ask you this one question. I'll
Listen,
shut
let me
it all
finish.
down.
Let
Are
me
you
finish.
done?
Under
Let me
all those
let me
games
finish.
you just
No,
Let him
listed.
go,
done?
Jeff. Let him
No,
go.
fuck that. Under all those
Okay.
games you just listed, was there a PC version running significantly better? Was there a PC version of
Ooh, I
that
hear
game, all
crickets
the ones you
today.
listed, running significantly better? Would he have allowed there to be a PC version of the Predator to run significantly better, or would he have
I
made
think
it better
I
on the PS4
So
Pro? At
so
I
least
so
think
a
now
standard on the PS4.
so
go
now
ahead.
you're
Hold
moving
on,
the
hold on,
goalposts
Polarosi.
to PC. Like I'm trying to. You threw an argument out there. You threw a
I
screenshot out
threw an
there.
argument though
No,
Yoshida
listen.
wouldn't
You
have let it
threw it
come
out.
out
You
like that.
threw it out there. And the moment I start to bring these points up, you're gonna shift over to well,
No, you're
if
gonna
it
shift
was
over
on
because you
PC.
gotta
Well,
defend what the
you
fuck's happening at
Hold on. All right,
Sony.
let
Hold
me
on,
let me
we
hold,
was
hold
talking
on.
Let
about
me take a
Let me
Metacritic.
screenshot
We
of
destroy.
was
it.
talking about a
Let me
game
pull a
coming
screenshot
out
of
That's
it.
what I'm
broken.
talking
I went
about.
and showed you all the bullshit that Yoshida was in charge of directly,
Yep.
and you go to flip flop and
Okay,
talking
but the
about
difference is
well PC.
the
Like
Was
difference
there
is
a
what
the
are we
PC
difference
doing
is
version
here?
he's
better?
not so much he's not talking
Yoshida
about
wouldn't have
Metacritic.
made
Yeah,
no
we're not
fucking
talking
He's
about the
not.
difference.
He's the
scores.
difference
Who gives
is
a
the
fuck
difference
about
is
that?
the difference is it's not about Metacritic. This game is broken. Metacritic is
Yeah,
about
But
but
he just
That's what
brought
I'm
up a
Wait, but
using.
here,
fucking
Metacritic.
wait,
Hold on,
score.
wait,
hold on, hold on,
wait.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Horseshit.
Metacritic is about this game wasn't very good, but this game is broken.
Yeah.
And
Hold
I
up.
think the reason it probably got released
Horseshit.
is because they still got to push out Ghost of Tsushima. They still got to push out The Last of Us.
But,
The end of the generation is coming, and they got to get this game out there somewhere.
Uh,
I think they just
hold
accepted they're
up.
gonna take a
hold
loss.
up, pay the bills
And,
first.
and
Wait,
the
wait, but
reason I
bro,
bring up
bro,
Metacritic before I
let
pay
me
the bills,
explain.
the reason I bring up Metacritic is because I played the game with J Dubs. We played the PC version that ran fine. It wasn't the best, but it ran fine.
It was
Then we played the
average.
PS4 Pro version. He's like, I see no difference, Neethles. You're tripping. So he won't be honest
I
anyways.
didn't. I
That's why I
didn't.
brought that up.
I'm being
Oh
honest.
But
I
damn.
played.
but
I
no,
played
here's
the
the
same.
get here.
Hold on. Let me finish. I played the same game on two different platforms with the
And
motherfucker.
the PS4
I didn't
version
see
is
a
way
difference.
worse.
They were like, oh my god, it's broken. I can't do this we played it and it was just fine. But again,
No,
it is.
You
Uh-huh.
really
I'm
So
not.
look at that.
defending
He
this
went to
shit.
lying
One
again.
thing I
no, it was
understand
not.
You really
Not the
defending this
gameplay
shit.
I saw.
that fucking play Bleeding Edge.
That shit
You
Hold
really
up, we
was
gotta pay the
defending
trash.
this
bills.
shit.
Not the
What
gameplay I
can you
saw.
expect from a
Let me
bunch of guys
destroy all of
fucking
this.
Bleeding
You
Edge?
really defending this
Wait,
shit.
wait, man.
Oh,
Let me
I.
God.
destroy
It
all
was
of
just a
this.
horseshit game.
I am
Come on.
as
All right,
amazing
Let,
Uncle. We gotta pay the
Miyagi,
bills.
go ahead.
let me
Go
destroy
ahead.
it.
Yeah.
All
Let me
right.
destroy it. This Predator Hunting Ground games was going to be dog shit from the start because you want to know why? Because it's made from the same developer that made the fucking Friday the
Then why did they
13th
invest in
game,
it?
which is still
Exactly.
dog shit.
Exactly.
Then why does it
So
say Sony Entertainment?
Everybody
Why
knew
does it
this
say
game was
Sony
trash.
Entertainment Presents then?
Sony will spend money for anybody, or just like Sony
Oh,
Oh
shut
spent
the
my
money
fuck
for
god.
up.
Kojima's
Shut the
game.
fuck up. God
No,
damn.
bitch, I'm
Pay
trying
the
to
bills,
tell you
Z.
what the
Pay the
fuck.
bills, because
Hey,
this
now,
dumbass
McNeil
here.
Chris J with the 199. Hey Noah, Bleeding Edge exists. Relax. Ricky Brown with with the $2. You didn't have to break his legs like that. Veggie with the 119. Yoshida does what he likes the most. These days, give the man a break. He and his wife loves to travel, and he have mentioned that in many interviews, his new position gives him even more traveling and freedom.
Oh, okay. Let me
Now we're
reword this
on
question.
travel.
Let me reword this right here, right? And this I'm just being honest, right? Him stepping aside, that's not gonna. It was a demotion, right? Him being in the sight, see more often. I'm gonna ask you, even upon who would you rather have in charge, Yoshida or Herman Holst? I'm asking you guys here collectively.
Yoshida.
Man, fuck
Yoshida.
Herman Holtz. Yoshida should have stayed in, man.
This nigga
And
argued
got
this for an hour.
I say, let's give Herman a chance. I
Wait,
want to see him
now
flourish. I
fuck
want to see him
Herman.
develop.
no, Z, you
Yes.
chose the wrong
Uh-uh.
person. Over Yoshida, I would have loved to have Sean Layden back. Sean Layden is the more
Sean
efficient
Lee didn't
part
have
than
that
Yoshida.
position, did he?
Now, I would have gave Sean Layden another chance because he does know what he's supposed to
Well, that's a
do.
new guy. I mean, Yoshida's been there for a minute. Sean came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
Sean Layden
Why
been
did
at
Sean leave?
PlayStation
Sean
since the
Layden been there
beginning.
for damn near 30 years.
Yeah, but why did he leave though?
I don't really remember Sean. I remember Jack Tritton. I mean Ken Kukaragi,
But Sean
and I
Sean
remember
Layden was
Yoshida.
always in
These guys are
Japan though.
old heads, Z.
I'm
They
not
old
negating
heads.
that, but when I think of, I'm being honest, right? And when I think of PlayStation, I think of Jack Tritton, I think of Ken Kukaragi, and I think of Yoshida.
Andrew House. Andrew House was
I don't even
also
think I
the
don't even think of Andrew
brainchild.
House. When I think
Yeah,
of
Andrew
PlayStation,
House was the guy behind the
I'm not
PlayStation 3
negating that.
success.
Do you hear what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
was like one of the last guys.
Listen, I'm not negating that. It's like when people think of the Xbox, they probably think of Phil Spencer
Look.
or Robbie Batch. When I
Andrew
think of
House.
PlayStation, I'm just being real. When I think of PlayStation, I think about the father of PlayStation, Ken Kukuragi. I think of Yoshida, and I think of Cass. I'm sorry, I think of Cass too, Cass Rai. You know what I mean? And then
The
Jack Chan.
Japanese giants.
Yeah,
Z,
And
you
guess
thinking of
what?
the other Yoshida. The other Yoshida.
I'm talking about man there. This is how we trade our games. That guy there. I know it's another issue. I think of him. I think of Cass. I think of Ken. You know, this is called. So the question that I asked when I get these bills, if you had to choose, right? Who would you? Cause listen, I'm be honest with you. Things have been kind of bumpy since he's moved out of that position. You know what I mean? You had the debacle, whatever the hell you want to call it, at the reveal. My man whispering. It doesn't. They don't exude the same confidence that they had back in 2013 when they came out that bitch guns a blazing. You know what I mean? To me, like I'm just being honest. Like you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm not just not me praising. Got
Oh
shit
no,
to do with
wait a
Xbox.
minute.
This ain't got shit to do with Xbox.
Wait
I'm just
a
saying.
minute, bro.
Look, I remember. Listen here. I remember a company called Apple. I remember when there was a guy that ran the company named Steve Jobs.
Yes, sir.
I remember when Steve Jobs left and died. People thought the company was going to die out. But I also remember a guy named Steve Cook that came right behind him and made sure that company was a $1 trillion company, the world's richest company, the world's dominant, one of the world's dominant company. Now,
His name is
yes,
Tim.
we can say we missed the days of Steve Jobs, but let's not act like Apple still not the world's richest company.
I think the
With
difference is,
cash on hand. So, and I
But they're
get it.
not putting out
I get what
quality
you're saying.
product though.
Those
that's the
personal.
thing. Exactly.
Wait, are we capping for their money
Exactly.
now?
I hope we got
No,
Mr. Bill. We got Mr.
exactly.
Bill.
the
We're
thing is,
That's what it sounds like. You can't cap it for
without
product.
Listen
Steve
to his
Jobs,
point.
without Steve
Can-
Jobs, though,
can I-
the innovation
you can't
that
make a
lacked
point.
at Apple.
I hold on.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, hold on one second, people. Let me get these bills right quick.
All right, Velvet Lulu with the $5. Yoshida has multiple wives. That's my man's right there. Yoshida for president, and Christian with the $4.99. Hey, fuck it. Post up in charge of the PlayStation 5, and it'll be powered by the flat Earth grocery store.
All right, what you got to say, P. Rock?
Hey, shout out to everybody,
Yeah,
man.
for sure,
Hey,
for sure,
what's
for
up,
sure.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Welcome to the States too.
Yeah, for the little while I'm here.
Yeah.
Welcome back
But,
home.
all right. So there's no doubt we all love Yoshida. He did phenomenal things, right? The court is still out on Herman Holtz, but there is some credence to Herman Holtz, though. We can't say that he's trash because he's been with PlayStation for a long time as well. He's been there since the beginning of PlayStation 2. Remember, Herman Holtz ran Guerrilla Studios. He ran Guerrilla Studios, right? He pushed multiplayer. So for those of you who wants multiplayer games, Herman Holtz is actually better than Yoshida because Herman Holtz is about the multiplayer life, right?
Right.
Okay. He also was the one that pushed to get Horizon Zero Dawn done, and Sony co-signed it. And he was the one that pushed to get the developers who did I think The Witcher.
Yep.
Because he knew his studio was lacking in RPG, so he was smart enough to go out and get talent that already knows how to make RPG games to help him make Horizon Zero Dawn. He also was the one that pushed to hire the guys from Rainbow Six Siege. He did that. So whatever's going on in Guerrilla right now, he's the one that started. So most likely it's a multiplayer game, but he's smart enough to know when his company's lacking. When his, so he got talent to push the vision.
I hate that.
Maybe he could. You see what I'm saying? The
Boy,
reality is, he, in his own merit, he made smart moves. Right? He sees where his studio was lacking when he wanted
Hit the like button.
He knew his studio would not make a good RPG on their own. He got the Witcher devs, the CD Projekt Red guys to help him make that game, and he knows that he's lacking in multiplayer. So he got Rainbow Six Siege devs on his team. So the man does have some little smarts to him. You understand what I'm saying? So if he could provide that same type of intellect, be like, hey, yo, like for example, Sony Ben. Be like, hey, yo, guys, you made a decent game in Days Gone, but it's clear you need some more help. So I'm going to get guys to help you guys.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? If he's the type of dude to call a spade, like, hey, you guys need some help. We're going to get you that help to take you to the next level. Then we might use that.
We got to pay the bills first. Hold on. Hey, no,
Okay.
Neff, you see him, Neff?
Okay, Max City with the $10. Vedger, are we really out here Oh, wait, what?
There's one before him. McNeil J.
Oh, the one before him?
Yeah. Start from Rebel Lou and come down. It's one in the middle. See Rebel Lulu?
We did this one, but Yoshida has multiple wives. That's my man's right there. Yoshida for president. McNeil Chris J. Hey, fuck it. Put Post up in charge of the PlayStation 5, and it'll be powered by the Flat Earth grocery stores. Max City with a 10. Vedger, are we really out here capping for a grown man's life? Is it his job to give us games? I don't care about his travel. Give me them games. Vedger, stop the cap. We know him for the games, not traveling. McNeil Christian with the $4.99.
Just kidding.
You got an Xbox grocery stores talking about quality products. Again, bleeding edge exists. Relax. Ken Kwan with the $1.99. J-Dub, shut your bitch ass up. Yup.
Hey, P-Rock, shout out to you.
One last note. What's
going on? What's going on?
One last note before I end it, right? You also got to remember, technically speaking,
yes, sir.
Guerrilla is the only first-party studio that created the biggest new IP of this generation. New IP, not a sequel. Brand new IP. So technically speaking, Guerrilla is the only studio to take a brand new idea from scratch, and it's the biggest game on first party.
Okay, well,
not taking anything from Naughty Dog.
Okay.
Not taking anything from Naughty Dog, but Naughty Dog did not create anything new.
Okay, so wait. So what about wait.
All I'm saying is that
if you're gonna cap
one at a time.
Also keep that in mind.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
so you gotta give him credit. You gotta
no. Okay, this is what I'm saying.
Wait, let me rebuttal.
Hold on 1 second, Dalby. So Spider-Man's not new. That's not new IP.
What?
Spider-Man's not a new IP.
No, not really. Because when you think about it, Spider-Man takes a lot of influence from all the older Spider-Man games and made it better.
So you
but the game.
Okay,
that makes no sense.
But
Days Gone would be runner-up.
Okay, no. So you think
Days Gone will be a new IP.
Okay,
that's a legit new IP.
So you think the Horizon will be bigger than Ghost of Tsushima?
No, I didn't. Wait, that jury's out. Right now, factually, right now.
Okay.
Horizon Zero Dawn is the biggest new IP Sony made.
Not a problem.
Yep. This is the first party. Right here today.
Not a problem.
Right here.
I don't know what part of the conversation you may have came, but this was what the question. I didn't say that Herman Hulst. Oh, okay, we can say this, right? And I haven't spoken to you on air in a minute. So what I'm saying is this, right? If you had to choose the two, and I'm just saying, whether you be honest or not, things in my opinion, have been a little rocky since Boy X has stayed left. Not saying he don't know what to do with his job. You got the major leaks. You know what I mean? You even had they how you say, they fumbled the unveiling. My man was in there whispering, "Where do you see my specs?" I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. You know what I mean? There's been it doesn't. I'm being honest with you. In my opinion, maybe you guys might disagree. They don't exude that same confidence that they had back in 2013. They just came bang, bang, everything was just clicking. I told you before there were some things going on behind the scenes. Like, thought about this. This is your largest game of this generation, and I'm a God of War guy. Popularly, you have this time with this. Could you imagine if Halo would have leaked like that? I'd say 3, 4 months before it releases. Like, that's crazy.
But obviously they couldn't control that. That's beyond their control.
the fish rushing the head back.
I don't think Yoshida would have controlled it either.
That was Yeah, you're trying to put something on them that they could. That's like trying to blame them fucking for
Who do you blame?
coronavirus. Like it's some shit is beyond. Some shit is
Hey Z.
beyond
Well,
Z.
wait. Well, who do you
Oh
blame?
my.
The
Here's
shit
the
brought
thing.
the
Here's
shit.
the
The
thing.
You
fish
blame
brought
the
from their head
motherfucker
back.
that you blame the mother.
Here's the thing.
Believe it.
Here's
It
the
is
thing.
what it
Here's the
is.
thing though. Here's the thing though. With that type of thing, it's very easy to like just take your laptop, make your own little GitHub repository, push everything to that, go home and leak it.
And then
Very difficult
exactly.
You
to keep that
also,
stuff
yeah,
under
you also
wraps.
got to remember they did a lot of telework.
Yeah, they working
So
from home
when
anyway.
you
Yeah.
telework, there's a lot. Like I telework, so there's a lot
Yeah,
of trust and faith in
they gotta
me.
trust you. Yeah,
The shit that I'm doing in my room, I'm gonna be an honest broker and make sure I secure it. No different than in my office.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because
I
ain't nobody
telework
monitoring
from
the
my
ain't
room.
nobody monitoring the network
Nobody.
to see what's going
Yeah,
over it.
I could
They find that
easily. I
they
could.
find that stuff out afterwards.
Like,
Yep.
bro, I could easily take the shit I get about COVID and publish that shit from my room and be like, yo, Z, check this out. But I don't because there's a level of trust that I got. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? They expected the same thing from the workers. You talk about studio of 500 people.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know?
yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. Again, it's
You got to
here's
look
the
at the
thing.
man. You got one thing. You got to look at the mindset who did this.
I
If
don't
they
know.
find out who did this, right?
Yeah, that
He's
motherfucker going to
done.
jail.
Ain't
Yeah,
no fuck the joke. Even
he
fuck that.
blackballed.
No
Nah,
one's
he'd be
gonna
blackballed
hire
in the
this dude
industry.
for anything.
Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
blackballed. He gonna be
The whole
blackballed.
even Microsoft right now is like, yo, we gotta find out who this dude is because we don't
Yeah,
want him on our staff.
to hire him. Yeah,
He's done.
Yep.
He might
He's
as well.
finished.
He might as well get a new
He or
degree.
she. He or she.
He or she, yeah, he or she,
Yes,
he or
Yeah.
she, he or she better get. They
they'll
better get a
never
new
work in
degree
game development
because they're
ever
Facts.
done.
again.
Yo, they won't even be
We're
able to
assuming
work
it's a
on
dude.
fake shit.
Hey,
Working
okay.
for Android. He's
Okay.
done. He or she's done.
Okay,
Yeah.
not a problem, right? But in this case again, like I'm saying, who was to blame? Whether was their fault or
Some
not?
things you can't blame. You can't blame certain things. You just
If
can't.
well,
But apparently the rumor, if we're going off the rumor, is he or she did this because of a pay dispute.
Yeah. Well,
So then you
wanted to
had,
pay.
I guess. So then you would have to say it's the company. Then.
yeah.
Well, y'all
If
That's who you would
gotta,
blame.
spoil
y'all gotta
something,
realize these people are contractors. These people,
Right.
hey,
when
Neff,
you're
take over and let
hired,
the dog
right?
out, Neff, please.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Oh
When
shit!
you're hired,
They breaking in
when
this
you're
car,
hired,
Neff.
Oh no, what's up, Mose?
and you're hired to make a game,
Hey, those pay in the chat.
they hire you on a contract basis. They say, look, we got this big project. This project is going to possibly last 4 to 5 years. We want to hire you for that length of time at this particular pay. You agree. You sign an NDA and you start working for them, and you're employed for that 4 or 5 year time period. After that game is done, after your period is over, you're done. You move on to your next project, which either they're going to work on a sequel and retain you, or you go to another company that needs your talent. That's just how this stuff works. This is how the initiative get. This is how the initiative
That's
get
good, no,
people.
but hold on. We got Marty Moss here. Marty Moss,
Yeah.
you're from Stadia Land. So, how would have Stadia saved The Last of Us Part 2? Would it have caused us stress over there?
Oh my god!
How would Stadia save this? You want to say
gosh,
Stadia
now
Power?
you're being stupid now. Come on now.
Well, everything's in the cloud, so we
AI
ain't,
learning,
we ain't got nothing to worry. Ain't no physical tapes to transfer. But no, here's my
This
big
nigga.
question. Though. Let me answer the question to the Xbox community. I don't see how y'all be making excuses for this he or she, whoever did this. If the reason why they did this is because they think developers are being mistreated, how are y'all celebrating developers possibly also being mistreated, then losing out on money because people don't want to play the game now because they already know the plot?
Well, hold on.
I don't get how they
Wait, hold on. Nah, you need to go to Twitter with that. Not in this panel.
This ain't about Xbox, brother. This is
Hey,
about
bro, don't bring us in this shit.
Go to Twitter, you'll see
You got
different.
nothing to
Hit
do
the
with it.
like button.
Go to Twitter, you'll see different, brother.
Here's my thing. Here's my.
But the reality,
Hey, bro, come on, man. Hey, Noah.
Here's my thing.
Let Porter go. Let Porter go.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Let him go now. Let him go. Let him go.
I'm gonna ask you this, right? Teddy Pang, right? Are these right? Yo, Teddy, you think these developers give a fuck how much you make?
Oh shit!
Exactly.
Wait,
The
what?
point I'm trying to say is,
doing?
why do we give a fuck?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody worrying about what I make, and I can
Exactly.
fucking die in war.
Facts.
What?
So why the fuck do I get? Listen, here's the real life. They're grown fucking men and women. If they don't like the pay, fucking leave. Just like any other motherfucker.
Or even bigger, or even more well-rounded than that. Hold on, let me say this real quick.
Okay.
Or even to be a little bit more liberal about it than that. Even to be a little bit more liberal about it than that. Even if you're upset, go call Jason Schreier. Don't fuck up everybody else's pay. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
here's the thing I wanted to say.
But not even justifying what dude.
Let Noah go. Let Noah go. I need the clear audio. What do you want, Noah?
Nobody. I don't think anybody is debating that except for maybe some hardcore fanboys.
Xbox
right?
fan.
But who do we blame for
weirdos.
the morale? Who do we blame for? Do we blame Naughty Dog? Do we blame Sony?
That's apples and oranges. Those is two totally different discussions.
So you don't think employee morale had anything to do with that?
Well, here's the thing. If we talk morale, right? You got this one unknown person rumored to be unhappy, but yet everybody else that works in Naughty Dog are defending Naughty Dog.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So who do you believe?
Yep.
Exactly.
My answer is no. All you seen how many, like, when that dude came out and cried about Naughty Dog, saying, "Oh, this place sucks. You got a chick."
They came to the
court.
defense.
They went at it.
Okay, but do they are they collecting a salary or are they contractors?
Yo, like I'm saying, like
we don't know.
What I'm saying, like 30 Naughty Dog dudes went at him.
Like, it's 500 people that work there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
because it was the same.
No, but what I'm saying is this:
we were having the same conversation when Anthem got exposed.
Yeah.
What was going on at BioWare?
That's an industry problem. That's not a
my
whole
question
industry.
is, exactly. My question is, they're fucking grown adults. Deal with it. You don't like
listen,
it?
Listen, gaming is the
fuck are we gonna do on the podcast?
I get what you're saying, Puerto Rico, but
here's the thing, though.
it's not that easy, bro. Like,
yes, it is easy because I don't give a shit. That's
that's what we do. We discuss shit, bro. Like,
no, listen.
We discuss shit.
I find it a problem. I find it a problem trying to rationalize fucked up shit by saying there was a reason. If I'm at a club and Puerto Rock steps on my shoes and I'm mad and I shoot up the whole club, the reason why I shot up the club was he stepped on my shoes. Does that make any sense? No.
But see, Mars, there's a difference between finding out the reason something happened and justifying it. Nobody's justifying this. Shit's fucking.
Bruh.
No,
go to my video.
Okay, hold on.
Go to my video and look at this comment.
On a podcast,
we just commentating.
I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about it. We gotta
talk. Can I jump in?
Yes, post up, jump in, please. After I pay this bill, Ricky Brown with the $2, Noah. Ricky Brown with the $2. It don't matter. I'm still getting the LA edition, but go ahead, post up. Go ahead.
The issue is, Noah, is that there's no union in game development. There's no union to protect developers in cases like crunches or to speak up for them. So when you have developers who are working at a studio and you know that's their main source of income from healthcare and all types of shit, then you're kind of forced to go along with everything because outside of that, you know, depending on your position and your resume, you know, it's probably not easy getting a job right now at other studios. Depending, because if you look at Microsoft hiring, when they first started hiring for an initiative, you had to have a motherfucking A-grade resume. They was only taking top tier developers. Like if you wasn't top tier, they wasn't hiring. Until recently, they just start adding, you know, normal developers. But when they first started hiring, they was only asking for the best of the best developers. And that's why you see people from Rockstar and Naughty Dog with high profiles migrate over there. What you can't blame that. They need unions in game development. They need someone to speak up for them or defend them or to prevent this from happening when shit like this happens. So I understand Puerto Rock saying, look, I understand Puerto Rock, it's not our fault. It really isn't. Until they need to unionize the whole game development shit where they can have somebody speak up for them
I'm not digging
representation. You're not digging that, boss?
No. What you're saying is right. Who is echoing?
Hold on.
Somebody's shit is fucked up.
Hello.
No. What you? No, I agree with you, Post. I'm just saying, yeah. I don't subscribe to the. Well, they got treated bad, so they're gonna fuck up gaming for everybody else.
Yeah.
This one motherfucker gonna fuck it
Well,
up.
yeah. What that?
Okay, I agree with you on that, Moss.
Let's say if that was true and that's what the dude did, then he's a very immature dude. He didn't help himself. He did it. In fact,
You're right.
that person screwed himself or
you're right.
herself because once they find out who that person is, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
You
they
ain't
outta
getting
here.
nothing. You're not even making a cell phone game for Android that's a ripoff in Russia. The Russians won't even give you a job. Like,
here's the thing that I've been wanting to say. If people intentionally spoil a game because you have a dispute, you are a fucking scumbag. And let me say this clear. I don't like Microsoft with a passion, but I would never ever spoil a game for somebody because I'm disgruntled.
But let's be honest. Let me say this second point. One real quick. Let's be honest.
As far as spoiling something, I don't like when people spoil something because they mad at something. I've never spoiled things.
Man, you were ready to set gaming to 0 after the Horizon Zero Dawn.
We got 2 bills.
That was the past.
We don't want to hear your crazy.
You should have gave that cue card to somebody else to read, brother.
I want to make this second point because he did.
We got 2 bills. We got two bills though.
A lot of developers are under contractual obligations, meaning they're not full-time employees. Meaning they're on contract set for a period of time, so that comes into play as well.
It's like the shit with NetherRealm and Mortal Kombat.
Once your time is up, we're done with you.
Yeah, they're not permanent staff.
My man Ricky Brown said it doesn't matter. He still get his Illy. I'm looking like this right. Getting my Illy edition. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna play the game because even if you watch someone play the game. Or you can watch a bunch of it. I'll give you an example on YouTube. Might beat Mike Tyson. It's nothing like doing it yourself. Like, man, I still get that feeling of, you know what I mean, of, doing it and completing the game myself.
Accomplishment.
I don't. It doesn't really bother me that much. I'm saying if you don't want the spoilers, man, don't fucking, don't look at them or whatever the case may be.
People have been sending me spoilers. I've been blocking them.
It doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? When someone tells me, I'm still going to watch it for me and play for me for my, enjoyment. It's not movie to me. I guess games can be considered like the movie with the story aspect, but I play it for the skill wise.
Let me ask you this, brother.
Yes, sir.
If you would, and this is a spoiler for not a game, but the end game, the Avengers end game.
Okay.
Before you went to the movies to see that, if somebody would have told you Tony Stark was gonna die, would you have went to the movies after that to watch it?
I watch it for the action. I look at the comic. Don't get me wrong. Is it fucked up in there?
You wouldn't have went to the movies. You would have waited till it came on.
No, I'm asking you a question.
And you.
I'm asking you a question. Look,
there's people who went to the movie 3-4 times.
Yeah, I watched those movies. Hey, yo, listen, I watched those movies for the action.
They saw the whole movie.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I go to the movies for the experience, all around the popcorn line, whatever the fuck the case may be. I look at movies like that. But like, far as the game, I didn't see, like somebody do a walkthrough on, I get stuck on a certain part of a game, whatever, and we watch. I'm still going to do it and play for myself, where I can experience. Though they don't really bother me, you know what I mean? But no, I'm different. Now, some people may feel like, oh my God, the story is just at the end. To them, The Last of Us is all about the story and what happens between. I'm not that emotionally invested into any of the characters. I'm just, So it's not a big deal to me. But I think
the principle of the thing is, I hate when people would do something out of spite. Now that's the big difference.
I don't know, but I at the halfway house. Kratos, let me ask you a question.
I was fucking post up.
This nigga tied up in a corner. He didn't wiggle this way out of the shit. Hey, Kratos, let me ask you a question, brother.
He's like, come here, player. You post up, they forget.
You feel me? You said that they told you he was going to die. Do you know how he died?
Exactly.
Oh, what led up to his death?
Wait, it's a difference. It's a difference. Yeah. It's so many.
But here's the biggest thing, though.
In those spoiler scenes, it's so many things that add up to those spoiler scenes that you all don't know what's going on. It's kind of
matter,
but here's my thing,
fact that you just told people that
what they say.
somebody died is enough of a spoiler. Like, don't
but here's
say
the thing.
that.
But I thought
But
everybody
here,
had
hold
that
on.
assumption
But
that.
let me say
nobody
Okay,
this.
my bad.
Let
My bad.
me
My
say
bad.
something. Let me say this. And this is what I don't understand. Maybe because I'm, from the 8-bit era. But even though supposedly, the ending has got leaked, there is still an important factor and that's playing the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
have we
Thank
forgotten
you.
about gameplay?
Thank you.
Are we
Thank you.
listen?
Porter Rock,
Are
we
we
understand
that
that. We
far
understand
off
that. Porter
from
Rock,
how
we
gaming is
understand that.
that we
But then,
forgot games still have gameplay to try to play and master?
Yeah.
They
Like
ain't
we
gonna
forgot about
they
you
that?
ain't
missing
played it.
Porter Rock. You missing the point. The point is this game, right? People have waited 7 fucking years to play this game. They're so emotionally tied up in the story of
Yeah.
these characters. This is a
It's
different game,
unfortunate.
bro. This is not. This
Damn.
is not a
I
fucking.
understand, but if
No,
It's
motherfuckers,
unfortunate.
listen to me.
if
Listen to
dudes
me.
have to
Listen
call
to
the
me.
prices
Listen.
hotline, then
Listen. No,
goddamn,
listen to me
Oh.
for one
like
second. Just
fuck.
for 1 second. Let me explain to you how big The Last of Us is for a lot of gamers, especially like myself. We're invested in that whole story of these particular characters. You've waited for 7 years. You finally finna get your hands on it. And hoping that this certain person is going to be in the game, hoping that this certain person is going to live and do this and do this, and for it to be spoiled from you, that is a big the big purpose of that game is the story.
Hey,
So you're not.
Kratos.
So hold on. So
That's a
let me ask
big
you this,
purpose
Kratos.
of the
Let me
game
ask you
is the
this.
story.
So
Now
you're
I'm
not
still
playing the
gonna
game.
play it. Yes,
All
I'm
right,
still gonna
then.
play
There you
it.
go.
No,
Kratos,
but
you're
Porter
gonna
Rock,
play
you
the
can't.
game. You're gonna
Yes, but
post
you
your
can't.
Pony
screenshots, and
crime.
you're
But
gonna
you're
post
not.
up in
But
the
you're
head
downplaying
with the
Pony
you're
on
downplaying
Battletoads
the
pony
game.
major
crime.
factor.
This is
Guaranteed.
pony on pony
But
crime.
you're downplaying
Hey,
the major
Kratos.
factor.
Buck, stop banning
Kratos.
motherfuckers in the chat, man.
Kratos.
What's going
Kratos.
on? Too much is in
I'm gonna
racism.
say this.
Dude,
Maybe I would
everybody,
say this. Maybe I'm
everybody's
immune to
complaining
this.
about these spoiling
I,
people.
Well,
I would
don't
say.
really.
I would say.
Don't ban them,
Maybe
No,
motherfucker.
because I'm
I get
immune.
it. A lot of
I will
people.
Oh,
admit.
I'm banning them
A lot
after
of
the
people.
show
Don't,
then.
Don't
a
ban
lot
them.
I
of
will.
people don't care
Oh.
about
I
the
will
story.
admit.
A
I
lot of
grew
people
up
just
where
care
I seen
about a game.
spoilers
That
more
a lot
often
of
than
people
not.
just
I'll
want
be
to play the
honest.
game. They don't care
Pony
about
on
the
Like
People,
pony
a lot
story.
of people are
spoilers.
crime.
But
complaining.
there's a lot of
Spoilers to
people that
me.
do
Pony
care
on
I'll be
about the
pony
Let him
honest.
rock.
crime.
story.
Let him rock. Let him rock.
No,
Go,
Let him
go.
There
go.
are a
I'm a.
lot of people that do care about the story. There are a lot of people that do care about that are tied up into the whole lore of that. And
It's
so I get it. You got the gamers, right? You got the gamers that they just want to play another game, whether it's Uncharted, The Last of Us. They see them all the same. And then you got the people who are tied up into the story of Joel and in the story of Ellie, in the story of yada 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 yada, and the Firefly. They are tied up into that, and they've waited so long to have some asshole to spoil it. So that is
But I'm gonna say this. But there's probably.
that
But I'm gonna say
hurts. It
this.
hurts,
But I'm
bro.
gonna say
You
this. There's
can't
probably
downplay it. It hurts.
95. There's probably 95% a lot of story that you still get into. You
You know,
still don't
listen,
know because look, Ellie's
I
a
get
grown
it.
up.
I get
Ellie's a
it. But
grown up.
even if it,
How does her
Porter
new
Rock,
girlfriend
even if
factor
that's
into
just
the
a one
mission?
percent of the game, bro, even if that's just a 1% of the part, that is still a huge thing. You can't diminish that for a
I don't
gamer
know.
that has been looking forward to that.
Kratos.
I'm just
Kratos.
saying.
Did I just hear you say you waited 7 years for a game?
For this particular
Hold
game,
on.
yes.
Not
For the
lie.
sequel. He waited for the sequel, yeah.
Hold
For the
on.
sequel.
7 years?
It's a sequel.
Well,
Hold
Yes.
yeah,
on.
because The Last of Us 2 came out. Last of Us came out in 2013. So that's
Right.
Yeah,
what.
Y'all know
That's
the
his
point I'm
point.
trying to make.
2013.
Y'all know the point I'm
2013.
trying to make.
No, you're
You
not.
waited.
Because
Hold on.
no,
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 pre-rock. Let me
no,
rock. Let me
no,
rock. Don't
no,
try to say
no,
your brother.
no. Sorry,
Don't try to say
sorry.
your brother.
Son been eating pig feet for too long.
It ain't the
Well,
same, dog.
technically,
It ain't the
you
same.
waited 6 because he got it on the PS4 and that came out.
Well, you know what I mean. It don't matter. Even if it was 10 years, that's a
Man,
game that
I
I was
because
tied into.
So you clowning us for waiting 2 years?
not the same.
You've been waiting.
No,
You've been
Hey,
stop
waiting.
Part
it.
Rock, let
Bro,
me
you've
rock.
been
Stop
Let
it.
me
waiting
let me
7
rock.
No,
years. So
nah.
what
I
Go,
ain't
makes the
see.
King. Go
game
ahead.
I
Go
can't
still?
ahead,
let your
Post.
green. I can't let your green mucus spill over.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Get,
Okay.
get some
Well,
tissue,
you can
dog.
Put
you
the
can
pig
get it
Yo,
feet
too,
down like
brother.
this. What I'm
You can
saying.
get it
Oh
too.
man.
You
Hey,
can
Ricky
CDC.
Brown with the
Hey, yo,
$2. Ricky Brown with the $2. Break those legs, post.
you can get it too, brother. I rock with the best of them.
Post up. CDC said when you cough, you need to cover your mouth. You better cover your mouth with a cloth. Don't be sneezing all over the
Man.
podcast. Don't be sneezing that bullshit all over the podcast. You
Oh, you
better
know
cover your mouth.
I was about to get him. I was about to get him. People,
Don't go there, Post.
I got you, J Dub.
do it.
I know why you
Hey,
trying
no,
to do it.
No,
if I was gonna go there, believe me,
Porter
I
Rock,
was gonna be able to
Porter
rebuttal.
Rock, you better
You better cover your mouth.
I didn't go there. I'm not just gonna go there. I wasn't gonna do a tsunami. Go there and don't have no ammo.
Porter Rock,
Nah, we quiet right now. We just gonna screenshot and stay quiet. That's what
You
we
better
gonna do
cover.
as Xbox.
Hey, cover your mouth. You better get that call.
Hey, it's crazy, yo. It was just pony on pony crime. Soon I jump in. Look, I know we
No, hell
arguing
nah.
right now, but we'll still clap your ass.
You know how it is. You know how it is, Post. You can slap your own brother around. You can slap your own brother, but let another dude from the streets how to beat him up. Nah, dog.
Exactly.
Hey,
Who you trying to touch?
Exactly. Hey,
can't
P-Rock
touch
was like,
family.
hold on. We arguing, but you ain't finna come at my throat like that.
But listen.
This is business at the stables. You ain't welcome.
Man.
This
Go
one
ahead.
game, man. This one game is special to a lot of people. It's special to me, and I muted everything I possibly.
Yeah.
It still got fucking fucked up for me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, man, this as gamers, this is really bad. I can't see how anybody would justify saying because somebody wasn't paid right or because
That's
they
how it's some disgruntled
worked
employee
too
type
hard.
shit.
You can't stand by that, man. Because I'm gonna tell you this: as big as The Last of Us 2 is to fucking ponies, Halo is just as fucking big. And imagine if they go and tell
That's
you
what I
that you're
was
gonna be
saying.
playing as fucking Agent Locker.
But I'll be honest.
Y'all motherfuckers.
Wait, Halo's as big as The Last of Us? Is that what you just said?
Halo is bigger than The Last of Us.
No, I need audio from Kratos, not you.
I don't think that's the biggest franchise of Sony.
As a franchise is bigger.
Yes.
The ponies are
Halo
biggest.
5 didn't do no favors.
Y'all gotta watch how Kratos talk, man. Kratos be
Yeah, but he just slipped up there. He slipped up there.
Y'all gotta listen to that man.
No, I heard
He'll be slipping up. He'll be slipping up. You gotta listen to Kratos.
Halo franchise is bigger, but Halo 5 didn't do Halo any favors. Let's put it that way. Halo franchise is bigger.
I'll take that. Fair enough.
Yeah, but the
campaign.
let's just say the bar didn't get raised with Halo 5.
Yeah, the campaign was bad.
All right, let's just say that. But Halo is definitely a bigger
franchise.
franchise.
Had the best missions though.
Yeah,
he did have better missions.
Yeah, but y'all were crying.
But I'm gonna say this. This is another thing. I'm also used to leaks all the time, believe it or not. Because I remember when Halo 2, I remember got leaked. Yeah, and people saying, "Oh shit, you play as the Arbiter," and everybody's like, "What the fuck is you talking about?"
And that shit's
and
still so crazy.
And then when you play the game, you play as the Arbiter. You're like, "Oh shit!" I remember.
And did it stop the sales?
No, it didn't.
That shit sold 2.5 million in 24 hours.
I also remember Resident Evil 4. Louis Serra dies. That was like the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Louis Serra dies. We're like, what? Who the fuck is Louis Serra? Then you
look. This is nothing new, bro.
And then he dies.
Leaks. This is nothing new to the industry. We've dealt with this shit since the beginning of gaming. It's always going to be leaked.
Yeah, the bigger the product, the more people want to leak for clout,
and the more impact it has.
Especially now with Twitter.
And Kratos, you got to think, it's so many people that hate you on Twitter. Just the way you were, they was just waiting for the chance to throw this in your face. You know what I'm saying?
If you really didn't want to get, the spoil, you should have locked your account.
Yep, signed off.
No.
And see you in July.
No, Puerto Rock. The way it was spawned, it was my own team.
It was your own
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
It was in your own watch.
Oh
no,
shit.
They had tried. They posted
on your own watch
by accident.
They posted a tweet and without even fucking reading the tweet, and the tweet had this shit fucked up shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So
you should have just shut your Twitter, shut your Instagram,
You knew they was. I knew they was coming for you, bro.
Yo, J-Dub, you should have quarantined yourself.
Social quarantine. That's
you should have. That's it. You should have just waited till the games drop and then make a big comeback.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm still getting the game, and unless they allow it was to the PS5.
Everybody's still gonna get.
You know, wait.
And there's still gonna be plenty of stories.
From looking at it, they one line
about on PS5.
from looking at it, they wasn't lying about that animation. So that
No, it
should
don't.
even
No,
more
they didn't.
reason
Yeah.
to
That was
want to play it because that animation is like water, brother. I don't know
according to
how they
D,
got that
that's
shit like that.
according to D, that's PS5 dev kit.
Yo, man, leave that man alone, bro.
Yo, I
Leave that
seen
man
that shit
alone.
move. That shit is like water. I don't know how they got that shit that fluid.
Them
It ain't,
motherfuckers.
that shit
they
ain't
sold-
boxy or nothing. It's just
Neil Druckmann sold his soul to the devil.
fluid, bro.
That
That shit.
motherfucker. He made a pact with Satan, bro.
Hey, Post, do you think the initiative going to be able to make some animations like that?
Okay, well,
I think it depends on what type of game they're making, man. I don't know. I
think they're doing Perfect Dark.
I think
We
Naughty
just need
Dog,
wait and see.
I think Naughty Dog been working on that animation system for years.
Yeah.
For a
bro.
while. Yeah.
For a while. That's
Yeah.
something you just don't
Mm-hmm.
that just don't
No.
pop up. You have to
No.
be developing that behind the scene for years. And
I
the
mean,
way-
compare.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
we
go ahead,
got
my
other
bad, my bad.
developers that's kind of down. I know the what's the name developer was downplaying, talking about they was lying about that. But if you look at those leaks, they one liner. You gotta
No.
tip the head at them. That
Right.
shit moves like
You
water.
also have to look at
Yeah,
this
I know what you're talking
animation and try to compare it to Uncharted 1.
Yeah,
It's a progress.
No,
It's just an adventure.
yeah.
They just got better and
Compared
better
to the first game.
over time.
Yeah. They built
It's
that
just-
animation system
That
over
shit looks
time.
so beautiful.
Over time.
And
They
it
just
looks-
got better and better.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I guess last topic. We last a little longer, but it says that Ninja Theory joined Microsoft to escape the pressure of AAA games. Any thoughts about that?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
agree with that.
Matt Booty said.
No.
I
Matt
agree
Booty
with
said
that. And it's not in
No.
context of what J Dub for to put out there.
No,
that's what
I
that's what
disagree.
Matt Booty
It's not in
said.
context. Go ahead, J Dub.
I-
Get your lies
I
out.
agree with
Now,
that.
Yeah, get your shit
I-
out. I already know when he's gonna take it.
I
Get your
disagree.
lies out. You done just cried about Last of Us 2. Now you
Listen,
ready to go back
Matt
and
Booty-
name it at Microsoft. Go ahead.
Nigga post up his shit.
I'm finna clap your shit too. I'm just
Go
letting you know.
ahead.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh!
Post that fucking GitHub leak. Now here's the thing.
GitHub
Matt
leak was
Booty's-
real.
Listen, Matt Booty said, I even hate saying that.
Go ahead, take it out of context. Go ahead, take it out of
He
context.
said they bought AA
The like button because we're gonna
Studios,
go in.
AA and indie studios for a reason. They bought them because they could create games quicker, and they would be able to put them in Game Pass, and they can get more, so they can have a constant stream.
But that's not what Ninja Theory is saying.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Damage control later. So Matt
He
Booty
finished with
said that
facts.
with his own mouth, right? And you got to think about it. Where was Ninja Theory prior to Microsoft buying them? They was damn near finna go out of business. They were distressed. Just like all of the studios that Microsoft bought. They bought distressed AA and
Here
indie
we go.
studios.
Obsidian was in distress.
Okay. Let me finish.
This
Listen, Listen,
he
I'm
cannot
just
stop
saying.
being Kratos.
I'm just
Don't
Damn.
finish.
saying,
Finish,
listen,
fuck
let me
niggas.
Damn, J-Dub, I can't help you. God
So they
damn,
bought
we should
these studios, right?
we
This is
should have
why
wrote a
it
playbook first. We should have rehearsed. We should have had a rehearsal. We needed a
Now we
rehearsal.
know.
Let him put himself out there, P-Rock.
Now listen.
Yeah,
now,
bro.
now we know.
I got
Because
DM
Matt
Kratos.
Booty was right because when you look at the games,
Yo,
like
check your
Bleeding
DMs,
Edge,
Kratos.
when you look at Bleeding Edge, Grounded, Battletoads, that other Bambi Simulator, all of those games,
Bambi Simulator.
Wasteland 3, all of those games, those mediocre ass fillers, even Digital Foundry, even Eurogamer said that games like Bleeding Edge and
He
Grounded,
did say
those
filler.
are
That
Game
shit was
Pass
funny.
fodders. They
Yeah,
said
they
those are
say
Game
that.
Pass
That shit was
fillers.
funny.
They said that.
Yeah,
They
They,
said that.
they know how to placate to the
Yo,
fanboys, but keep
yo,
going.
yo,
They
no,
know how to
no,
placate to the
Wait,
fanboys.
yo, wait. Digital
Clickbait
Foundry said-
articles. Go ahead.
Yo, when
No,
Digital
I'm just
Foundry
saying.
said that, poster was like, "You lucky I'm waiting on these specs for PS5 and SX. You lucky I need you." Poster's like,
Facts.
"You lucky I need you next gen.
Facts.
Because if you didn't, I would destroy you right now."
Talk your shit, P-Rock.
Poster about to bite his lip on that comment. You lucky you do head to head.
Yo, let me tell you something. J-Dub, you start out the show good, right? You smooth, we're able to agree to disagree. And then you just take that left corner and crash into a motherfucking wall with saying that dumbass shit.
Wait, hold on. Ricky Brown with the $5. J-Dub was doing a good job the whole show. Then he smoked the TV.
Facts! The nigga just crashed and burned. The nigga just went slapped straight into a wall.
Nigga Poster was
He
like,
was just crying and we agreeing with
hey,
him, man, trying to console the
Man,
man.
we was
Now you want
agreeing
to
to
go
disagree.
kill us.
We was empathizing with your The Last of Us 2
PlayStation.
situation.
Oh man.
And then
damn.
you just come out of the woods and just so
Poster was like,
disrespectful.
Poster
Even
was like,
P-Rock was like, what the f*** you talking about? Wait, take that
PlayStation
back.
Nation.
Take that back, Kratos. Hold
Represent.
on. Don't you go there.
We need a
Represent
rehearsal, man.
PlayStation.
Look, man.
Pay the bill.
When
Pay
you
the
talk,
bill,
Let me hear
go
Post
get
Up.
him. Go ahead.
Let's hear Post Up. Go ahead, Post Up.
This fuck nigga always interrupt. Go ahead, pay the bill. This nigga.
All right, Gabriel O'Malley with the $5. P-Rock, you can tell Post Up that the Series X specs means zilch here in Europe. I don't think he gets that T-flops, and Phil Spencer said mean nothing over here.
Okay, that's true. That's true, man. Hey,
Yeah,
I believe
I
I
did
believe
that
the
one.
math. What's 12 T-flops times 0 games?
No. Okay, here we go.
12.
Here we go.
Okay.
0.
15 studios. Fuck
Let
man.
me tell you something.
Minecraft for ray tracing.
Look, being,
And you gonna play it?
understand what being free from AAA means. Meaning in their position, the financial stability position that they were in was unstable, right? There was mortgage in their homes and things like that, and they still had to create prototypes for games and position them to AAA studios and publishers to try to get a budget for those types of games.
They only made indies.
Look,
They
under
only made
Microsoft,
indies.
they only make indies my ass. Let me tell you something. Under Microsoft, they free from that. Now, I always bring up this example. I always bring up the example.
Game Pass.
This is what they learned from Hellblade, right? 20 people on Hellblade, and they had a $10 million budget. Prior to being under Microsoft, their thing was we're gonna stay from being owned by publishers, stuff like Microsoft, and it was going to take small budgets and still get AAA quality games out of those small budgets. And Hellblade was, you know what I'm saying, pretty much an example of that. High quality graphics and things like that. That even Kratos praised until the exclusivity was
a
gone.
walking simulator.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, y'all praised
That's what
it.
y'all said.
No. Y'all praised it because y'all praised it. Look. Y'all praised it so much. Y'all used it in your exclusive lineup, and y'all used screenshots so much that y'all Lord and Savior Porter Rock had to go on the show and snap on your ass about 250,000 copies sold that y'all could do in y'all sleep.
And they damage control.
And they damage control. P-Rock was P-Rock. I give P-Rock this. He was the only one that kept it real around that time where everybody kind of damage control and fell back. He was the only one to say, look, we set up here, hyped this game up, and we only sold 250,000. What are we doing here?
But that was across 5 platforms, Post. That's across 5 platforms.
Look, I'm just saying that budget-wise.
Xbox didn't help.
Look, I'm just saying what they mean from their free from the AAA. Look, budget-wise, worrying about health care for their employees, working about if they have the computers capable enough to complete their everyday jobs. They no longer have to worry about that. They are free from all of that. They are free from trying to go to other publishers and get money for their projects. They have
They was going out of business.
They
was going out of business.
Exactly.
But see, here's the thing. It's not just going out of business. It's the type of quality game, at least for Hellblade, that they were trying to make. It cost them not just money, it cost them property, it cost them valuable time.
Yo, they literally said they didn't even have the computers. They didn't even have the technology to really do their job, brother.
But
they said that
they can thrive
Hold
in
on,
Game
hold on,
Pass.
hold on,
He said they was mortgaging houses.
You know, I'm
They
agree
can
with
thrive
you.
in Game Pass
I'm
now.
agree with J-Dub on this. Part of it is they don't feel the pressure of having to only make AAA games, but also at the same time, they no longer have to worry about securing funding and securing publishing when they do.
Yeah,
they're good. Yeah.
Now they have the freedom to take as much time as they need on Hellblade 2, and they have the resources to do it. Whereas when you're independent trying to make a game of that quality, you're thinking about when are we going to get this game out? How much longer can we get this and still not done? You got a whole lot more pressures going on.
They didn't even have, think about this. They didn't even have up to date computer, bro. They was working on old ass computers.
Let me
They
ask
was
you this,
mortgaging houses.
So
Can I ask you
They
something,
was.
let me try.
Man,
Can I ask
bro,
you something, Post?
the owner did a panel last year, and he put everything out there.
Can
I
I ask
gotta
you something,
find the
Post?
link. They
Let
was
me try.
going through some shit, bro.
Yeah,
Post,
let me
let
try.
me ask you something.
Let me try something in because Post up pretty much hit 85% of the point, right?
Yeah.
But let me bring it home real quick, right?
Go ahead,
All
P.
right,
Rock.
go ahead, brother.
Right when Ninja Theory was developing Hellblade, they did a dev diary, like a 5-part dev diary series, right?
Yeah.
So the decision to move away from AAA, that was already Ninja Theory's stance. That was gonna happen no matter what. They were
Yep.
no longer doing big AAA, big staff, big budget games. They want the smaller teams,
Yep.
smaller budgets, and try to get us close within the budget for
To
AAA
AAA.
quality games.
Exactly.
That's what Matt
Hellblade
Booty
is that
said.
example. Because remember, Hellblade
Yep.
was only $30. It was only
Yep.
$30 and it was straight to digital. Hellblade was the first of many games that they were gonna push. And believe it or not, as low as it sold, they made profit.
Yep.
They said it was profitable.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So to them, it was successful based on the vision they want. Of course,
Yep.
you know, a game like Hellblade, the way it's hyped, we expect 5-6 million sales, but that wasn't their expectation. The
Right.
game did what they wanted to.
It's one of
Now,
them ones to do. Yep.
now, you have this studio that already has a vision of smaller budget games, no more big bloated 4 or 5 year projects, smaller staff, quality content based on a small budget. That fit Microsoft's idea of what they want in studios for Game Pass.
Yes.
So
yes.
it only makes sense
Yes.
for Microsoft to
But let
approach
me-
it. Hey,
Exactly.
listen, hold up.
Let me
Microsoft
take on, though.
Hold on.
Go ahead, P-Rock. Go ahead.
Hold up. Microsoft approaches them, be like, hey, we like your concept. We like how you do business. Would you like to be part of first part studio, but yet still keep the same vision that you have, but
Exactly.
your games will be on our platform? Of course,
Okay.
Ninja Theory is going to take it because
Now,
now
let me add on. Go
they
ahead.
have consistent money for these smaller
Yeah.
projects.
Okay,
And maybe
now
a
let
little
me-
bit more.
Let me add on to
So-
P Rock. Now, P Rock is right about that. So what they did was they recently had a chart. They did a presentation. I don't know if it was a company presentation. Their scale in terms of AA, AAA, and AAA game. Their scale was that a AAA game, a true AAA game, needs $100 million budget for a true AAA game.
That's
On
their
the
skill.
chart, that's their skills. On the
Yeah,
chart, they
that's what
say we're going to take half of that. We're going to take 50 million and still try to give you the same quality as you would get if it was invested in 100 million. You know what I'm saying? That's what
But
was on the chart.
Who,
You know
but
what I'm
who's
saying?
to say that
That's what they was
meet that?
targeting 50 million. They was talking a $50 million budget.
And they could do 2 games.
Yeah,
with that
exactly.
same-
Because
Hey,
clearly
yeah.
they
Now,
did really
here's the
good
thing.
with
Here's
20.
the thing, Post. Let me ask you this
Yeah.
question.
And
Why does
Well,
why does
Hellblade was 12.
yeah, it's like
Oh,
10 to
it's
12
12?
million.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so look what they
Oh,
did with that. So give them 50?
That's
Come
why.
on
That's
now.
why. That's what.
Post,
That's why
let
it
me
was
ask you a question.
profitable.
Yeah,
Let me
They
ask
only
you a
invested
question,
12
Post.
million.
Yep.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, Kratos.
Why is it
You back to your
everything-
senses though?
No, listen. Why
Okay,
is
go ahead.
it? Why is it everything that's involved with Microsoft this generation has some kind of story or explanation of failure?
What?
We got Matt,
they suck
we got
ass.
Donnie D, and then we got why Microsoft
Look,
was
here we
thinking
go.
about getting rid of Xbox. Then we got the story of Matt Booty. Then we got the story of Satya Nadella. We got all these stories.
Oh, Sony got stories too, brother. You just don't
listen,
talk
listen,
about
listen,
it. Go ahead. Go ahead,
listen.
though.
When we ask for basic things from Microsoft, you come up with like 25 different stories about how
Okay.
they failed.
Okay.
And
I
why
got
they
you.
failed.
I got
And
you.
Sony been putting out bangers after bangers after bangers, and they put out one dud. It's because Yoshida no longer there. It's because
Okay. Okay.
All right, he does have a point. He does have a point.
All right, let me
When
ask
can
you.
we get
Let
some
me
of
ask.
that
Let me
love,
ask you.
brother?
Wait, let me ask you. Well, when you have a company that's more transparent than the other company, you tend to know a lot what's going on. Okay, so let me. And I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Why? Let me tell you something. Why do you keep asking me the same motherfucking questions every motherfucking show about?
Because we need answers.
It's like let me tell you something. I keep telling y'all, we recognize the fact that these motherfuckers at Microsoft fucking up this garbage can.
But
We see it. We know it.
We
Every
love the
show,
track.
hold on. Every show, here comes Kratos. is with these motherfucking same asses and these motherfucking same
Post up.
motherfucking nerds.
Hold up, I've been recognizing the New York Knicks have been sucking ass for 20 years.
You know what, P-Rock? Stop helping this man out. Stop helping this man out.
How about this?
The Knicks got Twitter. They got their own dev diary. And they still suck.
Hey, I feel the same way with the Chicago Bulls.
I don't want no goddamn transparency. Fuck it. I want some chips. Give me some goddamn chips.
Oh,
shit. Hey, Ricky Brown with the $2.
Motherfucking Knicks have the nerve to email me. Would you want to buy playoff tickets? Is you serious? Is you serious?
Hey, Ricky Brown with the
playoff
$2.
tickets.
Two duds. Don't forget about Death Stranding. Two duds. Don't forget about Death Stranding.
Yeah, that was a bomb.
Hey, you know what? Kratos, he dodged Death Stranding so good.
Oh, yeah, he didn't even beat that shit.
Hey, he didn't beat it.
I'm still
he
playing.
Talked
it's
about
a
it.
Big
He
ass
playing.
Kratos, he didn't beat the game?
Nope.
God damn, bro.
He done moved on to the next game.
I need to come back to America.
Hey, bro.
You've been playing that game for 5 months.
I've been MIA for 2 years.
Hey, P-Rock, he said
you can't play that dog shit game?
Hey, P-Rock, first he said it was a 90 rated. First he said it was 90 rated, P-Rock. Then he said it was Game of the Year. After it didn't chart, after the low scores came out, he stopped talking about the game. He don't even talk about it. He don't even put it in the lineup no more. All he talk about is The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima. It used to be Death Stranding, Last of Us, and Ghost of Tsushima. Now it's just Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us.
Hey, to his defense, we only talk about 90 rated games. Right? You don't hit that 90 spot, or you don't sell 10 million.
Kobe.
We can't talk about you. You gotta hit 10 million.
Stop helping this man out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this shit ain't going in. Listen here. I'm going live on Twitch right now. Come on over and fuck with us, yo. Come on over. We grinding. Come on over. Right now. Them niggas still, they're gonna be arguing all goddamn night. Come on over right now.